Why, hello, replay viewers. Let's see. There it is. Let's see who tunes on in. The ABX girl, first one in the room, an Easy Rider out there in Los Angeles, welcome. Good to see you there. Activity 79 in Sweden, welcome. Good to see you, Ramona, welcome. Good to see you, Dave Jeffries, welcome. Good to see you, Robojax, welcome. Good to see you, Marty, welcome. Good to see everybody. Welcome to Cadman Plaza here in downtown Brooklyn. We have about, I think, 15 minutes until we get sunset, or we might just miss it. Let's find out. Good to see everybody on this very chilly day here in New York City. Very chilly and cold day, but the YouTube algorithm compels me to be on and entertain y'all. Good to see you there, Jack. Welcome. Good to see you there, Caramax. Welcome. Welcome. We're in front of a Butto Hall here in Cadman Plaza. And this is Court Street, and we're about to cross Court Street and make our way into Brooklyn Heights. Good to see you, CB Earth Day. Welcome. Good to see you, RJ in Colorado. Welcome. Good to see you, Jerry. Welcome. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Wednesday. My tour this morning canceled on me, which is fine. It's not fun to ride a bicycle in the cold. Good to see you, Tatiana. Welcome. It's cold all over. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. This is going to be fun here. Now let's make our way all around this car here. Seems like this corner is a little crowded. He's got to load up his truck here. Good to see you, Rick. Welcome. Good to see you, Arjan. Welcome. Let's make our way down to the Promenade really quick. Let's see how quick we could get to the Promenade. Let's see how quick we could get there. Let's see if we could catch this sunset. Huh? Let's see if we could catch this sunset. Nice and chilly here in New York, but I'm going to have a fun evening after the live stream because I'm going to the Golden Girls restaurant in South Street Seaport this evening. I have a reservation at the Anchor Bar, so I'm very excited about tonight. I'll try to video some of it for you guys. I'm not going to live stream, but I'll try to video some. Maybe make a short. Good to see you, Trisha. Welcome. But I'm having a great day today. Nice lazy day. Didn't have to go into work, so that's good. Gabe, did I have a large group this morning? My name is not Gabe, RJ. Yes, I'm going to have chocolate cheesecake, Trisha. I'm going to have chocolate cheesecake. I already, when you make your reservation, you have to pick what you're going to eat. So I'm going to have Rose's lasagna and a piece of chocolate cheesecake. My wife will have a piece of strawberry cheesecake. But we're both going with the pasta or the lasagna. As we make our way down, what am I on here? Montague Street. Good to see you, Miguel. Welcome. We always forget they got pretty lights along Montague here. What street is my favorite place in Ivan? Probably Broadway is my favorite street. My favorite place, Coney Island. Awesome activity 79. Hopefully you didn't work too hard today. What are y'all even talking about now? He know better? I have no idea what y'all are talking about now. I have officially lost the chat. Okay, we gotta make this sunset. Good to see you, Cheryl. Welcome. It is cold outside. Yes, it is. John Stevenson, welcome. All right, I think we're gonna, if we're lucky, we're gonna catch this, but I gotta be fast on my feet. RJ's acting up, okay. Am I on Montague Street? Yes, I am. Yes, I am, making my way down to the Promenade. So we could hopefully catch sunset. Look what you did, okay. Calling me Gabe, okay. Is it really that hard to distinguish between people? Is it that hard? I don't know, Ivan. You're gonna have to look that up. You love pizza, okay? Here we go again, all right? This is what happens when you read all the comments, everyone. This is what happens. Good to see you, Jer. Watching me on your TV. That's pretty cool. Hopefully we do got a good signal at the moment. We're on a full signal here. We should be on a mostly good signal today. There you go, RJ. Some of the apartment buildings around here in Brooklyn Heights, a little touch of decoration, nothing too crazy down here in Brooklyn Heights. Good to see you, Brian Bell. Good to see you, John Lohr. Welcome to the show, gentlemen. Welcome to Brooklyn Heights, where I'm quickly making my way over to the Promenade. I think we just lost sunset. Getting weather ready here. Yes, it's going to rain tomorrow. I might be able to squeeze in a live stream tomorrow before the rain, but I really don't know. Boomer Tuber, welcome. It feels like you're the one walking when you're watching on TV. JR, if done right, yes. If done correctly, if the lens is clean and the gimbal is level, you too can feel like you're walking here in the streets of New York, here in the streets of Brooklyn. All right, we're at the end here. We're crossing over Pierpont Place. And we're going to go on to the winner of the 1961 General Motors Better Highways Award. Welcome to the Brooklyn Promenade. You saw the Brooklyn. CB for all you Dutch people out there. The Brooklyn. There you go. Okay, we missed sunset because it went behind clouds. Good to see you, Maya. Good to see you there, Ryan. And we got a super chat here from Jack Spencer with a $2 super chat. Jack, thank you so much for the big $2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $2 club. Much, much, much appreciated. Good to see you, Steelhard. Welcome. Caught the sunset on the NYC ferry last night. That's pretty awesome there, John Lohr. Ivan, please consult Google for that question. The Brooklyn Steelhard, yes indeed. Nice tree indeed. Thank you so much, Jack Spencer, with the big $2 super chat. Much appreciated. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen, the Brooklyn Promenade, the infamous triple cantilever, and right beneath me is the Montague Street ventilation shaft for the R and W trains. The 2-3 is right over there. So the yellow line and the red line right here. Good to see you, Phyllis. Welcome. Good to see you, Tamara. Welcome. The ABX girl says that 67% of New York City residents are renting. There you go. Still looks nice indeed, John. Yes, indeed. Still looks nice. Let's get to the 1X. Let's get to the 1X there. We just missed our sunset going behind clouds today. But we got a really cool vista here with all the clouds here. Really pretty. Good to see you, Orphan Annie. Welcome. Merry Christmas, everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Festivus for the rest of y'all. Happy holidays to everyone. Welcome to New York City. Welcome to the Brooklyn Promenade. Today we're going to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to make our way around Lower Manhattan. We'll see the Christmas tree in South Street Seaport and also at the Stock Exchange. And then hopefully we'll try to get some views inside of the Oculus and all that stuff. So lots of wandering around Lower Manhattan. And Activity 79 with us, 65 Swedish krona super chat. Activity 79, thank you so much for the big 65 Swedish kronars. And thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. What is that? Oh, 5 kronar club. A lot today. I can't do the math. But thank you so much, Activity 79, for the big 65 krona super chat. Much appreciated. That is very kind of you. Very, very kind of you. Good to see you, Marty. Welcome. Looking up towards Midtown there. Starting from the right, and we're going to go to the left. So we have here, of course, the Cheese Grater building, the tallest building right there. There's the Cheese Grater building. That's in Chinatown, on like kind of the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Then we have the tower, the Brooklyn Tower to the Brooklyn Bridge, the Chrysler building, 432 Park Avenue. We have the MetLife building, formerly the Pan Am building. We have One Vanderbilt. We have the very thin skyscraper is 111 West 57th Street, also known as the Steinway Tower. In front of that is 30 Rockefeller Center. We keep on going towards the west, and we have the Empire State Building, and just behind the Empire State Building, you have the Nordstrom Tower, also known as the Central Park South Tower. Off in the distance. A beautiful evening. Yeah, I'm going to make a short of the hopefully, Trisha, I'm going to be able to make a short of the Golden Girls with the food, and I'm going to try to do a review. I just want to focus on hanging out with my beautiful wife and enjoying some crazy pictures. I probably will at least take a picture. I don't know. Good to see you, Bob B. Empire does look good. Really enjoyed my Christmas lights live stream. Robert T. Welcome. Thanks for subscribing to the channel. If you're new to the channel, tell me where you're watching from. Let me give you a shout out. Welcome to the Brooklyn Promenade. We're going to walk over the Brooklyn Bridge in a little bit. We're also going to walk through Dumbo. I'll show you the Christmas tree in Dumbo. Then we'll make our way up onto Brooklyn Bridge. That is the idea today. See how crowded the bridge is in dusk. I guess we'll start moving in a few minutes here. But thank you so much for subscribing. Welcome to all the new channel subscribers and members. If you are a new channel member, thank you so much. It's pretty out here. It's cold, but it's pretty. Robert T is watching upstate New York, just outside of Albany. Thank you so much for tuning on in, Robert. I appreciate your subscription. John Lore, smoke him if you got him. John Lore wants to make me smoke now. He sounds like so much fun doing that stuff. And now it's legal. And now it's legal. Good to see you, Nadine Smith. Welcome. It's legal, people. It's legal. You've been beautiful, John. Beautiful. All right, let's walk the Brooklyn Promenade here, shall we? The beautiful Brooklyn Promenade. The top level of the infamous triple cantilever. Beneath us, 4 lanes of the Brooklyn-Queens Expressway. Every day, a little over 200,000 cars, trucks, and buses pass beneath our feet, on their way up to Queens and on their way down to Staten Island. This whole structure needs to be pretty much replaced. The structure was completed in 1954, and all the traffic beneath me is making all the homes to my right-hand side vibrate. So they have to figure out how to rebuild this thing, but they can't build down because you have 3 subway tunnels in the way. You can't build necessarily on street level because you have Freedman Street, So the idea is they're going to build a temporary deck where I'm walking right now. For 8 years, there'll be 6 lanes of highway right here where I'm walking. And underneath the structure, they'll build a new structure. And then the new structure will be independent from the hill face of Brooklyn Heights. So check out the DOT videos on it. And the BM1 has a really good video about the new Promenade here. It's pretty crazy. Pretty crazy construction. But good day, Martin. Good day. Belgium drama, welcome. There's some drama in Belgium. Somebody have a flat tire. They had it on the news this morning. Yeah, John. Yeah, it keeps on bubbling up in the news how they're going to rebuild this thing. But there's a lot of NIMBYs here, like all these folks. And I wouldn't want a 6-lane highway here either, but it has to be done. Robert Moses really messed around with us building this thing. Good to see a Wilbs driving a Northern Line. Robert Moses really messed with us building this thing. But then again, remember, it was the General Highways Better Highway, the General Motors winner for the Better Highways Award, 1961, because the concept of decking the street was the future. It was the future, people. He was wondering how all that construction will affect the houses. Yeah, terribly, Marty, terribly. Jose Torres, huepa, Puerto Rico, bienvenidos, Jose Torres. And Edgar Gonzalez, huepa, bienvenidos. Doing great. Having a great day in New York City. I pretty much napped all day. And then I worked on I have rebuilt the virtual real estate town for you guys. For all the members of the channel, you will be given a piece of virtual real estate very soon. And yeah, I had to rebuild the city I spent like 2 months building. So I spent a good chunk of my morning doing that. And then cleaning up various copyrights on my videos. So I had a fun, lazy day in the house today. Good to see you, JC. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well. Really pretty out here right now. Good to see you, Charlotte. Welcome. Bienvenidos a todos. Look at this. Wilbs, it is chilly. Yes, it is. But it's not cold just yet. It's not cold just yet, but it's going to get there. This is what I look like. Yes, I am bundled up, but that's because I'm going to be out here for I don't know how many hours. So, yeah. And yes, it's not reversed. Thought I didn't fix that before. Anyway. I heard London is covered in snow. I heard. I got to watch some replays on FOSS. I got to watch some FOSS videos, see if we caught any of that snow. I'm fucking freezing. Good to see you there, Les. Kia ora, Les. Out there in the future in New Zealand. Welcome. But the nice thing, see, this is like the duality of New York City in the wintertime. In the wintertime, look at the air quality right now. It's so freaking clear. It's so clear, guys. I mean, if you're a photographer, this is the kind of weather for you. Look at this. It's pretty. Good to see you, Donna Lynn. Welcome. I'm loving the Heights too, Wilbs. I'm loving Brooklyn Heights too. But just look at this great vista here. So beautiful. This never gets old. Right, beautiful sky. Those sunsets are gorgeous. I was hoping to catch it, but my train got a little held up because the kids had to play with the doors. The kids playing with the doors took a vital 20 minutes away from me today because I would have been here a little bit earlier. Pretty colors indeed. Good to see you there, Edwison, Toledo. Boa tarde, Brazil. Oh, boa noite. But no snow here in New York. It actually, it snowed for like a moment early in the morning the other day. Nothing accumulated, not even on grassy surfaces. So it was a bit of a wash. Let's make our way through Brooklyn Heights, shall we? I tried to be the best Arjan. I try. FNS TV, welcome. Yeah, it's snow. Snow is bad in Kent and Sussex, United Kingdom. And the side roads are ice. Yikes. Be careful out there. And Dan Lee, welcome. Actually, let's not, well, we're going to go through Brooklyn Heights, but let's make straight lines today. The Mighty Ducks, welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying warm. Thank you so much for the kind words. Good to see you, ICU, welcome. Good to see you, Dan, welcome. Tamo junto, Brazil. I'm getting it. Snow in Sweden today, gone tomorrow. Nice. Rain God day for bus simulator. Rain is a good day for bus simulator. Who knows what we're going to do tomorrow? But I'm going to make the most out of it tonight. That's awesome, Wilbs. That's awesome, Wilbs. That's awesome. I got Wilbs hopelessly addicted to truck simulator. I got Wilbs hopelessly addicted. We're coming up onto Pineapple Street here. Good to see you, Esther, welcome. One of the oldest homes in all of New York City, right down over there. Built in 1830, or 1829, 1830, 1831. It's kind of vague. Good to see you there, everyone. Need to play some truck sim again, hells yeah. Any day's a good day to play truck sim. It's amazing the viewers who understand my content right away. They understand that we do like simulators in the day. So I want to thank all the new channel members and some of y'all who have reached out in the recent weeks. Yes, Moonstruck Street. Yes, we're coming. Actually, Mighty Ducks, we're coming up to it. It's right over here. Moonstruck Street is right down here. Addicted to the game Rust. Nice. Pineapple Street is lovely. Yeah, so right over here on Cranberry Street is the Moonstruck Street. Really, this whole area. But Esther, we're off to Brooklyn Heights, Dumbo, the Brooklyn Bridge, and Lower Manhattan. Want to do a bus sim, a sightseeing sim. Why are the cops down there? It's interesting. We're going to find out. Good to see you, Anthony. One of my favorite parts of town, too. I think of that episode of The Equalizer they filmed literally right here where I'm walking. Conversations are amazing, absolutely. The area is very quiet. Snap out of it! Right here, this is where they filmed Moonstruck. Headlockers Incorporated, welcome. I wonder why this cop car is going the wrong way up the street here. Rather interesting. Good to see you, Beverly Cole, welcome. Let's get one last view from the promenade of our Afterglow special, and then we'll continue on. Oh, it's so pretty. Now, this is where the BQE transitions underneath us. This is we're walking on Columbia Heights. It transitions underneath all this and makes its way underneath the Brooklyn Bridge and the anchorages to the Brooklyn Bridge. Helicopters, you always hear helicopters around here because there's the helicopter landing port right over there, pier number 5, I believe. Pier number 6 or pier number 5. I always forget. One of them piers. Let's do it. Let's make our way down. Oh, they got the whole street closed off here. I wonder what they're doing. Yusa says, lots of biometric video cameras. Horrible. Yes, indeed. I have an iPhone. So there's lots of biometric devices here calibrating everything, including all my steps as I walk around. So yes, the corporation has me by the tuchus, as the children like to say. Good to see you, William. Welcome out there in Los Angeles. You wish you were here in New York City? Well, guess what? Thanks to the power of the internet, you are here. Welcome to the show. You missed your train, Wilbs? Wilbs, don't worry. World of Trains will have the Northern Line soon, so you'll be able to play a Northern Line on a PC or PlayStation. Jamie the Rooster with a random question. Would I rather be a fly or a spider? Jamie? Neither. You was going to watch the news. You'd rather watch me. Arjan, I appreciate that. As we read all the comments, it's 4:30 on December 14th, 2022. Now see, there's from one transit worker to another. The joy of transporting humans for the city fades quickly. So, Wilbs, you'll get over it. Lots of tourists in town now. Absolutely, Bob. Yes, there is. Lots of tourists are in town. As I walked down the hill, the 18-wheeler drove down in the music video, Cruel Summer. We're walking in the hallowed steps right now of where Bananarama filmed their music video, ladies and gentlemen. As we walk underneath the former Watchtower building to complex / cooperative workspace here. Oh, are they still filming Law and Order? Oh, I wonder if they're still filming Law and Order. They had the street all closed off yesterday too. Not much in South Jersey. You got Lucy the elephant in South Jersey. Butterknife, welcome. Yeah, they're filming. Law and Order. Good song indeed. Yeah, see, they got all the production trucks. All the production trucks are down there. And it looks like they have a mock scene of. Let's see if we're allowed to walk down the sidewalk here. I used to do this job. Are we good? We good? Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm vlogging, man. Are you live? I'm live. Woo! I used to work in Law and Order in 2003. Nice. I used to sleep with the cables at night.
We got 3 night scenes here.
Oh, 3 night scenes. Oh, perfect. Thanks, man. Look at that. 3 night scenes coming up. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, they got the ambulance. They got a little scene here. It's pretty cool. I wonder if they're gonna light the bridge. I wonder if they're going to light the bridge. Look at all this equipment. See, it's a movie set, folks. None of this is real. New York is not real. It is a movie set, ladies and gentlemen. It is a movie set. And to play into that movie set feeling, just off to my left-hand side, is the Brooklyn Ice Cream Factory. Formerly, this building was a Texaco gas station, and in 1984, this is where Bananarama films their video for Cruel Summer. Literally right here where this yellow truck is. But right here. I'm so happy we kept the building. We got Fly Nyan flying with their helicopter, with people's legs dangling out the side and freezing their asses off. Oh my God. New York is a movie set. Look at this. Isn't it pretty? Isn't it pretty? Yeah, behind the scenes. Cue the Law and Order music. Da 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 da. Yep, we walked down Columbia Heights and now we're here at Old Fulton Street. Deborah, we're in your hood. Welcome. Isn't that a sweet milk truck? I agree. Cruel Summer. What a classic, right? Yeah. It's a great city. I mean, it does look just like how pretty that looks. I mean, Brooklyn Bridge is just, even if you don't know anything about engineering, Brooklyn Bridge is just a pretty, beautiful structure. It's gorgeous, people. Corner, and they cut the scaffolding down finally. I recommend Juliana's. Just as a lifelong New Yorker here, I like to get my Juliana's. Yes, I heard about the overpriced ramen store. Why is there a line out the front of it every day? There's a line every day out the front of that ramen store. It makes no sense. Light is perfect right now. Esther, where am I? I'm once again, I literally just said it. I'm in Brooklyn Heights. I made my way down from Brooklyn Heights. Now we're going to walk towards down towards Brooklyn Bridge Park. We're going to be underneath the Brooklyn Bridge Park there. So. It's kind of funny how I love it when I say where I am and then somebody still asks right after, where are you? All right. Let's see how the signal is underneath the bridge here. Should be fine, but I would like to see how the signal is. Really, they got a Michelin star. Wow. That ramen place has a Michelin star? No wonder there's a line out the door every day. There's literally, like, I saw a line around the corner when I was doing my bike tour the other day, and everyone's like, what's that line for? And I had no idea. Don't you love the Brooklyn Bridge? Good to see you, Colleen. Welcome. Brooklyn Bridge, nearly 1,700 feet of engineering madness. Never been to the Brooklyn Bridge. Esther, yeah, well, you're here now. You're here now. Yes, they have to move more stone than you. Yes, indeed, there, John. Yes, indeed. Oh, it's so nice being down here and not working. I'm usually here every morning and I'm working. So it feels nice like not being here in a work capacity. Weren't they going to place an ice skating rink? Yeah, I think so there, Deborah, but I don't know what happened with that. I vaguely heard about that too. They were going to put a temporary ice skating rink right here in Emily Warren Roebling Plaza. But yeah, I don't know what happened to it. Wilbs, that's a beautiful thing. Mighty Ducks, beautiful shots indeed. The golden hour, baby. The golden hour. You know where I am, John. That's right. Oh, look at this. I love New York. So pretty. The city's so nice they named it twice. Look at this. This is definitely movie set vibes right here. It's just like this whole scene right here. Yeah, beautiful shots right now. Beautiful scenery. It's not nice weather here. It's cold, Esther. Great spot for an engagement, absolutely. Deborah, this is my favorite view too. Yeah. It's just pretty. It's aesthetically pleasing. You got that beautiful bridge, Lower Manhattan. How many photography commercials you've seen filmed right here? Beautiful bridge. John Roebling got it right. Yeah, Ramona, you're boarding the train on Sunday. Ramona, it's going to be cold next week. It's going to be cold. So hope you're nice and warm. Beautiful sunset indeed. Ah, awesome, JC. JC, enjoy dinner. Right? This is the view. This is the view, CB Earth Day. This is the view. So, yes and no, Butternut. Number 2 World Trade Center is going to be a little bit shorter than 1 World Trade Center, so you'll still see the top of 1 World Trade Center. Importantly, from different perspectives, a twinned tower kind of look. So I'm very excited for number 2 World Trade Center. When they begin to build it, who knows? But I'm more worried about the building that's going across the street from the Chrysler building. That thing is ugly and it's going to ruin the view. And, you know, I'm kind of on the borderline. I don't like 1 Vanderbilt because the way it blocks Chrysler building from the west. So, yeah, there's a lot of things. But money shot time. Let's go into the 1X lens here. All right, we're in our 1X lens now. And you cannot get more New York than that. You got your C Streak. Well, that's a C Streak of one of the ferries over there. Yes, well, Deborah, there's 7 buildings in total. 1 World Trade Center is completed. Number 3 and 4 World Trade Center are completed. And number 7 World Trade Center are completed. Actually, we could see them from here. Let me show you, Deborah, the buildings of the World Trade Center. So we have, this is One World. Then down here, right there in the corner, that is number 7 World Trade Center. And then number 3 and number 4 are back over there. So those are your World Trade Centers right there. And there's going to be in total 7 buildings. Number 5 World Trade Center is going to rise where the former Deutsche Bank building used to stand. And number 2 World Trade Center, we're waiting for an anchor tenant, but there's a new design. It has sky gardens. I'm very excited about the new number 2 World Trade Center. Good to see you, Julio. Welcome. Yes, World Cup. Yeah, sports. Good to see you, Beach Bum. Welcome. I'm enjoying Brooklyn too. Diana, I never tire of this view. Absolutely. Bienvenue, Nebul. Bienvenue. Bienvenue, Nebul. Bienvenue. So the other fun fact about the new World Trade Center is that it's only going to have about, in totality, about 6.5 million square feet of office space. So the original World Trade Center had over 11 million. And so now it's only going to be 6.5 million about, give or take. And yeah, fun fact about the original Twin Towers of the World Trade Center, they were not fully occupied until the mid-1990s. That's how much damn office space it was. But there you go. Look at that beautiful shot. There you got a C Streak. There you got a C Streak right there. Oh, we've got a helicopter coming into land. Look at this. Or are they just doing scenery here? This is a very interesting approach here. Or is he going up or down? I can't tell. That is a very interesting approach right there. I think that's a filming helicopter, yeah. That's a film helicopter. They got a special variance to fly where they're flying. That is a very unique flight pattern right there that I am not used to. Yeah, that's a filming helicopter. That's definitely a filming helicopter. Good to see you there, John Burke. Welcome. Wow, ICU. That's some incredible information. Let's get our final views here before we continue on. Before we continue on to our next location. Take that in, because now we're going to go into Dumbo. Let's do it. Yes, the Greek Orthodox Church did open a few days ago, Butterknife. The Urbanist Exploring Cities did a fantastic video about the new Greek Orthodox Church. We're going to see it later on in this live stream here, but only from the outside. Ariel from the Urbanist went inside. And fun fact about the Greek Orthodox Church that I did not know is that it is the most fortified church in the world. Kind of crazy. Good to see a Madam Mojo, Cleveland Rocks. Good to see a Leela, welcome. We got the ugly cheese grater building. If you're wondering, what's that big glass building right there? That's the cheese grater building, all of us tour guides call it, because doesn't it look like a cheese grater? We have an NYC ferry coming on into dock here. Let's see the name of this boat here. Is it my favorite boat? Let's see. This is, I like this one. Waves of Wonder. Waves of Wonder right there. Coming on into dock. Edison Zhao says that he usually walked the Brooklyn Bridge from J Street back in 2014. There's some information right there. Thank you so much. The Waves of Wonder. Beautiful view of Empire right here. Empire State Building and the Central Park South. Central Park South Tower is like really shining right now. Let's zoom in on it using the super zoom. Look at that. Of course, to the left-hand side, Empire State Building, and to the right-hand side, that is the Central Park South Tower. The penthouse apartment on the top floor of that building sold for $235 million. Yeah, where's Lunchbox? I don't know. Purdy indeed, Jim. Love the way they named it. Yes, indeed. You're not encouraging Dutch. Keep an eye on you. I guess Diana, yeah. It's just peeking out. Oh, he's waiting to dock here. It's pretty out here right now. Look at this. It's really pretty. The NYC ferry. Well, there goes the Waves of Wonder. Let's continue on as we walk towards Jane's Carousel. Real pretty night out here, even though it's freezing cold. And the Brooklyn Bridge would not be built without the great Emily Warren Roebling. Emily Warren Roebling, the wife of Washington Roebling, the son of the creator of the Brooklyn Bridge. So the creator of the bridge, John Roebling, the son, Washington Roebling, he gets construction started, and Miss Emily Warren Roebling, she's the one who really builds the Brooklyn Bridge. Which ferry goes to Far Rockaway? It leads from Pier 11 Wall Street across the way, right over there. Pier 11 Wall Street takes you to the Rockaways. All the boats look the same. Well, they're slightly bigger, slightly smaller, but for the most part, all the NYC ferries look the same. There is no distinctive marking like the Sea Streak or anything like that. Off in the distance, the Manhattan Bridge, as we have a subway train going over the Manhattan Bridge right now. The Manhattan Bridge, built by the Bethlehem Steel Corporation, completed in December 1909. One of the first bridges of its size to use prefabrication. To give you an idea of how fast the Manhattan Bridge was built, it took just 8 years to build the Manhattan Bridge. And once the foundations for the towers were complete, The towers of the Manhattan Bridge rose from their foundations in just 9.5 months, and this is back in 1904. Good to see you, Lizzie. Self-correcting unit says incredible views and colors. Yes, indeed. Good afternoon. Paparazzi, you meant. Okay. And coming up, here it is, Jane's Carousel. Jane's Carousel, built by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company in 1922 for an amusement park in Youngstown, Ohio called Idora Park. And there the carousel stood from 1922 to the winter of 1984. In the winter of 1984, the carousel was partially damaged in a fire, and they were going to sell it off piece by piece. But in the mid-1980s, there were two real estate developers. They're called the Volentis brothers. They had an idea to build a big residential development right here where I'm standing, and they wanted a carousel as a part of it. So one of the wives of the brothers, her name is Jane Volentis, she saw that this carousel was up for auction, and she wanted at auction for the bargain basement price of $373,000. Jane Volentis then spends $2.1 million restoring the carousel to its current glory with a team of just about 5 people. They take about 25 years to restore the carousel. And then first it's placed in 1 Main Street, which is down the block. Then it comes across the street here to where the Empire stores are today. But in 2011, it is placed here in this box in Brooklyn Bridge Park. The box that it's in was designed by world-famous French architect Jean Nouvel. Jean Nouvel picks plexiglass instead of regular glass, so you have the least amount of columns blocking your view of the skyline. It cost $11.5 million to put it in the box that it's in, by the way. It costs just $2 to ride. No two horses are alike, and if you look at the horses' faces, they're not very happy with you because you're riding them. So sometimes the horses' faces freak out kids. Just that alone is a great reason to ride this carousel. Audrey B asks, which one of the bridges in New York City is the longest? The Verrazano Narrows Bridge, Audrey. The Verrazano Narrows Bridge is the longest bridge in New York City. As we come up over here to the Empire stores, formerly known as the tobacco warehouses, the shell of these buildings dates back to 1861. Today there's lovely shops, cooperative office space, restaurants, the Times Out Market. Look at the beautiful Manhattan Bridge, and off in the distance, the Williamsburg Bridge. And I am very intrigued by what's going on here. I'm pretty sure they're dredging right here. I think they're dredging this right here, but they got the whole big fencing up here for all the construction. And look at Hudson Yards. Hudson Yards looks pretty from here. Let's zoom in on it. Look at Hudson Yards. We're looking straight at the duck, where the edge is, people. We can see a little bit of the spiral. Look at that, Hudson Yards right there. 34th Street, 11th Avenue. Looks pretty right now. Looks real pretty. With the sun all on that right now. Let's get some last views here of Lower Manhattan. The duck. Let's get some last views of Lower Manhattan from Brooklyn, because we're going to make our way over the Brooklyn Bridge to get some more Lower Manhattan views, and then we'll be in Lower Manhattan. So we are going to see the tree over in Stock Exchange. Oh, look at that. There it is, everyone. It's like a movie set, ladies and gentlemen. You see, it's like a movie set. None of it's real, as people try to wave into the camera. Somebody waved into the camera. Yeah, the buildings are glowing right now. It's a really pretty time to come out here. So I was hoping to get the transition, and I think we caught it pretty nice. As it's now 4:50 in the evening right now. As we hear the subway. Hear the subway going over the Manhattan Bridge. Don't you love that movie? Me too. Yeah, they're part of a movie, yeah. Oh, how pretty. Let's go to the 1X. 1X lens right there. Butter knife, I'm also 50-50 on full glass buildings, but they could be very beautiful, and I do like the new design of the World Trade Center, so. And those are all glass buildings. Deborah Nelson out there in West Virginia. Stay warm and dry out there, Deborah. Good to see you. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me entertain y'all for a few hours, eh? Fun fact about the Manhattan Bridge: when a subway train goes over the Manhattan Bridge flexes and torques up to 2.7 meters, or 8 feet to you and me. Don't worry about it. It's perfectly fine. It's perfectly safe. But because the Manhattan Bridge moves over the course of just a few hours, it costs nearly 3 times the amount to maintain the Manhattan Bridge than it does the Brooklyn Bridge. Good to see you, Damien. You're more than welcome for the live stream. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Good to see you, Sarah C. Welcome. Water's like glass. Very little wind out here. There's a bit of a breeze, but not too bad. Let's see here. The river is flowing to the south. The East River, not a real river, but a tidal estuary that separates Long Island from Manhattan Island. 2.7 meters, Nibble. 2.7 meters, or 8 feet. The Manhattan Bridge moves when a subway train goes over it. You can look up right here on YouTube. Look up Manhattan Bridge time lapse, and you can see the bridge bounce and move over the course of a few hours. Quite amazing videos. Good to see a big Maddie Big Cat. Welcome. Have I seen the Biggie Smalls statue? Maddie, we're going to see that in a little bit. But if you check out one of my replays, we did see it, but we are going to see it right before we go over the Brooklyn Bridge. So stay tuned. We will be making our way up there momentarily after we go through Dumbo. Look at that subway train, everybody. Isn't it beautiful? New York, baby. Doesn't get better than this. Doesn't get better than this. Good to see you, Tyler. Welcome. Happy Wednesday. Let's get some last views here from Jane's Carousel here. There it is. There is your New York City, people. You're more than welcome, Maddie. Thank you so much for tuning on in. Let me entertain you. Look how pretty it is. Now, another great photo I want you guys to look up. Look up Jane's Carousel Hurricane Sandy. A photographer decided to walk up the footpath of the Manhattan Bridge to take a picture of the blacked out Manhattan Island. Fun fact about Manhattan Island during Hurricane Sandy: it lost electricity for 6 days after Hurricane Sandy. But the photographer, during the height of the storm, he walks out onto the Manhattan Bridge here. He looks out onto the city and he notices something very special: that the carousel was still lit. Now, why is there an emergency electrical generator underneath the carousel? I do not know, but this carousel stayed lit for about 6 hours during the storm. It's an incredible photo. This carousel was up and running about 5-6 months after Hurricane Sandy. Only had experienced minimal damage. Just the floorboard was a little warped. But Hurricane Sandy survivor, Jane's Carousel. Tyler Silva says it's only 11 days until Christmas. Yes, indeed. Good to see you there. Chilladeans. Smoke them if you got them. I just can't get away from that view. It's so pretty. It's so pretty, people. It's so pretty. And also, I seem to be developing a studio audience here, so I have to kind of walk in a weird way. But I don't know what they're doing here. I think they're dredging. I want to say they're dredging. Cami G asks, how old is it? It was built in 1922 by the Philadelphia Toboggan Company for an amusement park in Youngstown, Ohio, Cami. 1922. It was built for Idora Park in Youngstown, Ohio. It stood there from 1922 to the winter of 1984. And then the carousel was partially damaged in a fire. Never going to sell it off piece by piece. But Jane Valentis, she saved the carousel in 1986. Her and a team of 5 people spent 25 years restoring the carousel at a cost of $2.1 million. There you go. Telling the history of Jane's Carousel, not once, but twice. Yeah, it's an unbelievable photo, Jaya. Unbelievable photo. And I mean, he walked onto the Manhattan Bridge during the height of the storm. It was not, I could imagine how windy it must have been up there. It must have been incredible, but he got that picture. And that is a famous, famous, famous picture. Any idea what's that giant thing in the water? Well, it's a crane. No, sorry, it's some kind of backhoe kind of deal there. And I think they're dredging the Pebble Beach here. I think they're dredging it, but I'm not 100% sure. Good to see you, Dave in Bangor, Maine. Good to see you, Lewitson Maniac. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a great Wednesday. It's time to take some more photos. So we're going to make our way over to one of the most photographed intersections in all of New York City. Water and Washington Streets. Sounds like, yeah, it was scary, JR, but yes, I'm glad he documented it too. Could be dredging the shoreline. Yes, that's what I just said, Cammie. That's what I literally just said about 18 seconds ago. Maybe they're dredging. Let's go see my nutcracker friend right around the corner, hither and yonder. Let's go. Is that a condo where the umbrellas are? No, that's the Empire Stores, Audrey. Lots of shops, cooperative workspaces. I literally described this a minute ago. I'm just going to double and triple explain everything. These are the Empire Stores. The Empire Stores, the shell of these buildings date back to 1861. They used to be warehouses. Historically, they were called the tobacco warehouses. But about 5 years ago, they regenerated these buildings, and there's a new whole interior of these buildings, and it's mostly cooperative office space, and there's an exclusive club on the roof called the Soho, and then there's shops and restaurants down here on the bottom, like the Times Out Market. This building over here, this is called the Volentis Building, 1 Main Street. This was the building that started it off here. This is condominiums. Then over here, this is office space. And then over here, this is some more apartments. And then down there, there's some more apartments right down over there. Didn't catch it. Oh, it's okay there, Cammie. You must have heard me, though. Anyway. Let's go see the Nutcracker. Let's go see the Nutcracker. Good to see you, Sally Sipico. Welcome. Let's go see the Nutcracker. Say hi to my friend over here. I always say hi to my friend over here. Yeah, I think it is a delay, Trisha, but I always say, just before you comment, just listen to me, and I'll probably will tell you what you need to hear. Thanks for the review. There you go, Audrey. Let's say hi to my Nutcracker friend here. It's a surfing shop here. How you doing, my friend? I always say hi to him when I'm in the neighborhood. I always say hi to him. The delay between the comments and you guys hearing me is about 12 to 22 seconds, depending on your connection. All right, guys, here we go. We're coming up to one of the most photographed intersections in all of New York City. Water and Washington Streets. And yes, there were railroad tracks along a lot of these streets here. Some of the railroad tracks have actually been brought back, but yes, a lot of them had been taken out. But yes, there were tracks around here. So, I'm going to show you a black dot here. They mark off this spot of the street so often that the glue stays here. If I stand on this spot and turn around, what you'll see. Ta-da! Look how perfect everything lines up. There you go, a free wallpaper for you guys. A free wallpaper. Can you see the Empire State Building? It's right there. Ooh, Empire State Building is doing its light show. It's doing the light show right now. It's dancing. Boom, you see how everything lines up? Look at that, boom. Doesn't get more symmetrical than that. The perfect shot. The perfect shot. But now you know. Look for the black dot right there. That's how you know you get the shot perfect. Let's continue on. Let's go see a Christmas tree. Let's go see the Dumbo Christmas tree today. Yes, I am standing on the tape, Jim. Yes, I am. Yes, indeed, JR. Yes, indeed. I love that view, too. As we walk past the historic Gleason's Gym. Gleason's Gym, where a young Mike Tyson begins his boxing career. Many famous boxers have been here. Yes, the Black Dot Gym. Yes, indeed. The Black Dot. Good to see you, Mike. Welcome. Good to see you, Din Din. Welcome. Yeah, I heard about that ABX girl, yeah. Well, you gotta understand, New York was only second for a long time to Orlando. So now we're gonna enter the anchorage of the Manhattan Bridge. If you saw the movie Once Upon a Time in America, this is where the shootout scene happens with all the paper boys, is right here. Powerhouse Books, right over yonder. And look at this. Got some Christmas lights over here. Hey! Oh, is this following me? I think this is following me. Let's see if it's following me. Yep. It's following me. That's cool. Right? Do I gotta get right underneath it? Or no? I guess the sensors don't here work. Would I say that Dumbo is 5 for tourists? 5 in what sense, RJ? I don't understand that question. The top 5? Probably, yeah. Yay! Down under Manhattan Bridge overpass. Right there. Festive Dumbo indeed, Susan. Good to see you. Good to see you. DeBailey out there in London. Welcome. So I don't know if these are activated by me or I don't know. They seem to shut off and turn on. That's interesting. And they have like music playing. It's so weird. I can't tell what's being played from the speakers. Barbara C. Good to see you, Barbara. Welcome. And here's the Dumbo Christmas tree. Right over here. Bill Vick, welcome. Here's the Dumbo Christmas tree. Right here, next to the anchorage. Yay. I tell you, New York City is so easy to live stream during Christmas time. There's so much stuff to see. Santa's mailbox? Okay. That said snail mail for some reason. Michael Jamison, welcome. That's cute. Grisla asks, where is this location? We're underneath the Manhattan Bridge here in Dumbo, which stands for Down Under Manhattan Bridge Overpass. We're at the end of like J Street over here. Oh, they got some kind of projection over here on the anchorage. That's cool. Don't cut him! Don't cut him! No! No, don't cut him! Let him live! Let him live. Oh, okay. Ooh, scary. Ooh, it's scary. Wah, 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 wah. Okay. Now what? Oh, ooh, kind of. Ooh, I need something to smoke now. Ooh, that's kind of trippy. Ooh, I need something to smoke. Oh my goodness. What is that? That's kind of a weird face. And ooh, it's like eyeballs and no, it's scaring the little foxes. Just scaring little foxes are scared by the tree with the eyeballs on it. And what? Is that a building? What the hell is that? Some kind of, what is that? Star Wars? What is that? Some kind of future? What the hell is that? I don't even know what that is, people. And oh, a happy Christmas tree. Ding dong. Ding dong, Christmas bells are ringing. Yay! That's a happy tree. Oh, and is it some kind of weird, crazy? I need something to smoke all of a sudden again. I need something. Where's the medical cannabis store? Bloody hell! Only way I can comprehend this is wait, what the hell is that? Ice cream? What? It's like some kind of, what the hell? Are they assembling it? It's crazy. That's a crazy factory. I tell you what. And it's a wacky, it's beach time Christmas tree. It's a beach time Christmas tree. It's a beach time. Oh, it's an elephant tree, okay. They got it's pizza Christmas tree with the pizza rat, yes. Pizza rat. New York, baby. New York, #1, right there, baby. Pizza rats right there. And it's a child's cartoon drawing. And it's like, okay, it's artistic takes on Christmas trees. I like this. I should do voiceovers. That's why I'm doing this YouTube video, Trisha. Hopefully one day somebody will hire me. Ooh, it's a lava lamp Christmas trees. Ooh, they should make those. Lava lamp Christmas trees, people. Wow, that's kind of cool. Holy cow, bloody rats. And it's a Transformer Christmas tree. It's a Transformer Christmas tree, people. I'm getting high just thinking about this too, Rob. Wow, this is kind of crazy to comprehend right now. It's Ram, and it's child's Christmas tree drawings. Aw, I think we'll leave it at that since people are tuning out. So, I need a lava lamp Christmas tree. Yes, Jim, I need one. It's like the Illuminati. Okay, see, Illuminati people, yes. Okay, yes. Shout out to the Bilderbergers. It is trippy. Wow. Ice cream Christmas tree, people. Look at that, ice cream Christmas tree. Even though it's a little cold right now to have ice cream, but ice cream Christmas tree. Ice cream, you scream. We all scream for Christmas tree. And then it's happy hot Christmas tree. Oh, isn't that cute? Happy hot. And the star, beautiful star there, nice. And what the hell is this? Some kind of cool, crazy art. There's like lights flying around it, and I need to smoke something to comprehend this. I find this cool too, Din. I find this very interesting. Some more drawings from children. Arjan, that's my job to make you laugh. We just lost 20 people watching this. Miguel Gonzalez says, wow, awesome. Mr. Softy Christmas tree. Look, there's a little cartoon there. There's a little cartoon. Aliens, an alien ship projecting down, stealing the reindeer. The alien ship is stealing the reindeer underneath the auspices of a Christmas tree. And it's a melting Christmas tree. That's like an acid trip Christmas tree right there. Like when the acid really hits, and the Christmas tree just melts and all the stars melt off it. What the hell is this? Some kind of like Power. Okay, it's like Super Power Ranger thing, or maybe Dragon Ball Z or something like that, and it's combining to create the Christmas tree. All right. And then we have here, a seductive Christmas tree, showing off some leg. It's a burlesque Christmas tree, people. It's a burlesque Christmas tree. Michelle King, welcome. Lost viewers have no soul, absolutely. Folks around New York wants to know the weather. The weather conditions here in Brooklyn, it's clear. It's 37 degrees Fahrenheit, 3 degrees Celsius, with the wind blowing out of the northwest at 5 miles an hour. The humidity is at 46%. There you go, folks from around New York. Welcome to the show. Good to see you, Donna Lynn. Welcome. I won't lose the good ones. Absolutely, Trisha. Absolutely. Wow, this is pretty cool. I'm really liking all these little artistic impressions of Christmas. It's kind of amazing. But since we're losing so many viewers, I'm going to keep moving. Bye Christmas trees. You're that's kind of like breathing. This thing is long. How long does this little loop here go for? Okay, Anyway, people, what is this here? What's all the ruckus, the sign says. What's all the ruckus? A beautiful new plaza is on its way, people. So stay tuned here in Dumbo, down under Manhattan Bridge overpass. for an all-new revamped pedestrian plaza. All right, let's make our way up Washington Street, and we're gonna go see the Biggie Smalls statue. It's gonna be in the dark, so I don't know how much we're gonna see of it, but it's gonna be dark. That I do know. That is true. This is true, people. Robo Jackson, glad you enjoyed. Yeah, we've been to Dumbo in forever. Oh yeah. I'm in Dumbo sometimes 4 days, 5 days a week. Sometimes more. Oh, a little crowded over here. Where all the tourists are, no doubt. But now we're going to make our way up Washington Street. And let's see that Biggie Smalls statue. We saw it the other day in sunlight. So today we're going to see it in afterglow. I think it's going to be in a little dark spot there, so I don't know how much we're going to be able to see of it. But we'll try our best. We will try our best to see it. Then after that, we'll make our way up and over the Brooklyn Bridge. And then we're going to wander around downtown. Really pretty afterglow happening right now. It's gonna probably look really nice up on the bridge when we get up there. People always ask, why do they put fences sometimes around trees? And for two reasons. One, the trees are either newly planted, or two, they're doing some kind of road work, construction work in the street. So they want to make sure they don't knock down the trees. So that's why you might see this from time to time here in New York. The sky is beautiful. Actually, the Biggie Smalls is on this side of the street, so let me stay on this side of the street. I was going to do a dramatic crossing of Washington Street here, but we got to stay on this side of the street. Can't believe it's already Wednesday, and next week is the last week until Christmas. The tree, yeah, the trees get protection here in New York City. As we walk underneath the Brooklyn Queens Expressway, BQE. You know, you think they would put this Biggie Smalls statue in a better place of prominence, but they put it out here next to the highway. Seems like such an afterthought spot to place this thing. But then again, this might be a site-specific location because you guys can't see it. Let's go to the 1X here. At the top of the hill, there's Biggie Smalls. Let's get up there. Yeah, Jeanette, it's dark. It's dark over here. Like I said, I don't know how much we're going to be seeing of this Biggie Smalls statue here, but there he is at the top of this kind of hill here, which is made from the on-ramp to the Brooklyn Bridge from the BQE. Michael asks, nice to look at places you was 2 months ago for the first time. Michael, awesome. They do need to put a spotlight on this. Yes, they do. And it's crazy muddy up here, too. Oh, my goodness. It is really muddy here. Holy cow. I'm like sliding into the mud. But this is Biggie Smalls. I'm not going to get any closer because... Oh, and there's somebody like threw something on him. Oh, that's a shame. We can't have anything nice. I guess somebody doesn't like it's not a Biggie Smalls fan, I guess. And there's Biggie. But there's mud all around this thing here, and I wish there was a spotlight on him. It would probably look really cool, but we're here next to the on-ramp to the Brooklyn Bridge. Let's get off this muddy bluff here, and let's get onto the Brooklyn Bridge. For goodness sake, right? Yeah. They should have put him in a park like LL Cool J. Yeah, JR, absolutely. They should put him in like Cadman Plaza or something like that. Looks like he melted the candle. Yeah, it doesn't kind of look like a melted candle. It's an interesting design. The statue plays music. So the last time we saw the Biggie Smalls statue a couple of days ago, he was playing music. So Money TV is shaking his head. It happens. It happens there, Money TV. Welcome. Let's walk over this Brooklyn Bridge, shall we? Let's walk over this bridge. Absolutely. Biggie Smalls, a Brooklyn legend. This is the anchorage to the Brooklyn Bridge right over here, where all the cables come down and lock onto a plate. Let's see. Let's see how many people are at my office today. Let's see how many people. Maybe Din Din. I think it's going to be here for only like, I think 6 months or something like that. So it's not going to be here permanently. But you never know. Hopefully they'll put a light on Biggie. So let's come around and onto the Brooklyn Bridge we go. All right. Let's see how many people are at my office tonight. Bill Vick, when did Biggie get killed? It was a while back in the 90s there, Bill. All right. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Brooklyn Bridge. Steam power, horsepower, and raw human power. That's what's built the Brooklyn Bridge. Built in an era before electricity. The Brooklyn Bridge is truly a handmade modern marvel. It took 14 long years to build the bridge, between 1869 and 1883. Years during which Thomas Edison invents the light bulb and the phonograph. Alexander Graham Bell invents the telephone. The buffalo were killed on the Great Plains. The catcher's mask and curveball were introduced to the game of baseball. In Washington, President Chester A. Arthur installs plumbing in the White House. And in Europe, Picasso and Einstein are born. Just some of the things that were happening in the world while we were building the Brooklyn Bridge. This is not cool. The amount of vendors on the bridge is definitely, this is going to kill somebody. Something like that's going to kill somebody. This is getting dangerous up here. Wow. I do have a nice office, Michelle. Good to see you, Miss Cecilia. Good to see you, Denise. Welcome. These big metal tables are gonna kill somebody. Like, this is gonna kill people right here when people need to get off the bridge here. Yeah. Okay. Esther, I hope your mom feels better. All right. There's way too many vendors on here. This is not safe. On a very crowded day, this bridge is one backfiring car engine away from a fucking stampede. This is getting really bad. Yeah, no, Trisha, this is a right of way. This is a right of way. This is a place how people get to and from work. People, could jog. People could just be here, take pictures. But it's getting dangerous with all the vendors. No, a lot of them they're not necessarily they have permits. They're First Amendment vendors. So First Amendment vendors seem to have like different rules. It's very dangerous. Brazil, okay. It's very dangerous. Diana, it's cold. It's cold. But it's fine. I can deal with it. But boa noite, Brazil. Boa noite, Portuguese. Boa noite to all the Portuguese-speaking people from all around the world. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. And now we are on the superstructure. The Brooklyn Bridge is the first bridge of its size to be made of steel. When John Roebling was designing the bridge, he knew that the steel would expand and contract depending on the temperature. And thus, he over-engineered everything. The Brooklyn Bridge is over-engineered to a factor of 6. Most modern bridges are only over-engineered to a factor of 3 to 4. And it's actually 3 bridges in one. It's a truss bridge. These are trusses. Truss bridge, a regular suspension bridge form, and then we have lateral suspension cables to create a cable stay bridge. So it's 3 bridges in one. Do I like snowy days? Marcelo, check out my replays. And you can see lots of snowy days here on this channel. You're more than welcome for the tour, Diana. Does it get windier up here? Absolutely, JC, yeah. You're exposed to the elements up here, so any kind of wind you have, you're gonna feel it because you're kind of exposed. You're out in the middle of everything. So it's always a little bit colder up here, always a little bit more windier up here. And especially if the wind is coming from the west, it comes over the skyline and then drops down as it comes through the buildings. It actually captures the colder air about 1,100 feet up in the atmosphere. And then it gets very cold up here. The coldest temperature I've ever led a walk was -5 degrees Fahrenheit. And that was, the wind chill brought it down to about, it was like -15. -15, -20. Not a fun walking tour to do, but luckily it was a walking tour. The coldest bicycle tour I've ever done over the Brooklyn Bridge, it was 15 degrees Fahrenheit and about 0 with the wind chill. Why do people want to come out on a walking tour when it's 0 degrees? I don't know. Good to see you, Travis Weeks. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We're walking the 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. Pineapple water, good to see you. Yeah, you remember that? You remember that pineapple water? That was a fun time. Joe Hernandez, welcome. And please bear with the wind. There might be some wind noise here in the microphone. I am using an iPhone headphone once again for a mic, so maybe a little windy. It's not crazy windy up here, but there's a breeze. But it probably sounds a lot worse than it actually is. It's cold. It's cold. But I work outside, so I know how to prepare for this kind of temperature. Ah, look at that view. Never gets old. Yeah, my office has the best view, Beach Bum. My office has the best view. It's windy. Windy right here. We're going to, of course, stop at the middle of the bridge. I'll show you the expansion joint. I'll show you how much the bridge moves. And then we'll continue on into Manhattan. What's my favorite skyscraper? My favorite skyscraper of all time is the Woolworth building. Because the Woolworth building is the only skyscraper in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash. And we're going to see that building in a little bit. So you will see my favorite skyscraper in a little bit. It's a beautiful view up here tonight, even though it's cold. But like I said, the one good thing about the cold weather is that the sky conditions are incredibly clear. You're more than welcome, Anthony. The air is incredibly clear, and that's what makes it great. Yeah, the wind adds to the ambiance. Nice. Yeah, it's not warm. It's not warm, but then again, I always prepare for this kind of stuff, so I'm kind of used to. After working outside full time for 10 years, I've learned how to prepare for this weather. Lindsay Swift, welcome. You missed this view. Can't wait to come back to see it next year. Lindsay, awesome. Come on back to New York. Joe Hernandez remembers the Woolworth stores. Yes, indeed, they did have great food. Great food, great coffee, and when I was a child, fantastic toys. Jeanette Trainer, good to see you out there in Glasgow. Hope you're having a great night. Thank you so much for staying up late with me. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying up late with me. If you're watching in United Kingdom or Ireland or out there in Europe. Nice lights indeed, my Mia. Now we're in the wide angle 5x lens, so we're going to go to 1x in a moment here. Good to see you, John. Welcome. Myrna, it's pretty busy for this time of night and this temperature. So it's pretty busy up here. And right here in the middle is always the windiest because we're directly in the middle of the river. Look at Midtown. Wow, Midtown looks pretty right now. And I don't like Midtown. No, I mean, if I had to choose between Lower Manhattan or Midtown, give me Lower Manhattan all day long. But Midtown right now is looking mighty fine. So let's zoom in on it, everybody. Using the super zoom. All right, there we have it, people. Let's get a nice, let's frame up this shot here for you guys. And let's just take this in. Doesn't get more New York than that, people. Let's just drink that in. New York, baby. New freaking York. I love my city, if you haven't figured it out. If you're new to the channel, are you finding my live stream for the first time? Then subscribe to the Dutch Moz family of networks here on YouTube and Instagram, where I do some other live streams. I'm a licensed New York City tour guide. I've been a full tour guide here in New York City full-time for the last 10 years. And I love showing you New York City. I've been live streaming on the internet for about, it's going to be 8 years in May. So a little over 7 years I've been live streaming. Been live streaming here on YouTube for as long as it's been possible to live stream on here for a little over 4 years. Steve Pitts, good to see you. Pier 17 is just to the south. We're going to go there in a little bit. Cami G, lost your star filter while photographing the fireworks at 4th of July. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Cami. How many miles do I walk per week? I don't know how many miles per week I walk because it varies. But during the day, I probably walk about 3 to 8 miles, maybe 10 miles every day. Or not every day, but when I work. Today on the live stream, we're going to be probably walking for about 4 miles today. Good to see you, Deborah. Magical city indeed. I love New York too, guys. Let's just take this in. Let's do some ASMR. I'm going to be quiet. And how far is the Tin Building? I don't know how far exactly the Tin Building is from here. Are you talking about the Tin Building by Jean Georges? That's Pier 17 down beneath me, about a 10-minute walk. Adele talks about the World Cup. Good job for Morocco. There you go. 8 years does fly fast when you're having fun. Boa noite, Brazil. Good to see you, Luis. And Enrique, buenvenidos. And boa tarde, Brazil. Joe Hernandez is asking Myrna what happened to Girl in the Curl, okay? Mighty Ducks, welcome. You're coming to New York in July to August. How do you book a tour with me? Lindsay, direct message me on Instagram and about a month before you come here, and we'll figure out what to do. Basically, I figure out my schedule a month ahead of time. And what else? My specialties are Brooklyn Bridge, Coney Island, and Central Park. Good to see you, the boss, out there in Dundee. Welcome. New York City is super lit. Stay home. Yes, indeed. One Vanderbilt does give you cyberpunk. Gives me cyberpunk vibes too, JR. Ali S, welcome. You love Manhattan when you visited from England in October. Awesome. Dave E, welcome. It's not a beer on Coney Island type of weather. Dave, I'll have a beer in this kind of weather anytime, Dave, at the beautiful Coney Island Brewery. Nice and warm in there. But Lindsay, make sure to follow me over on Instagram at Dutch Moz, all the same name. And you can get a tour booked with me. Nadine Smith with a $5 super chat. Nadine Smith, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club. Much, much, much appreciated there, Nadine. Oh no, you haven't seen her in other chats. I'm sorry to hear that, Joe. Hopefully she's doing well. And hopefully she's safe and healthy. New York City is a beautiful place to live, absolutely. You would join me? Awesome. Come on out, Dave. It'd be awesome. Let's just take this in for a few more minutes, and then we'll take in the Lower Manhattan view for you guys. Instagram, awesome. Thank you so much for following me on Instagram, Lindsay. Bloody hell, it's cold up here, but I want to give you guys these views here. Nabul and his family came on one of my walking tours Nabul came on one of my tours in Central Park and had a good time. GHP from Amsterdam, welcome. Welcome out there in Amsterdam. Let's frame up this shot for you guys. There we go. How many bridges does Manhattan have? Manhattan has something like 8 or 9 bridges there. I forget. I don't know that number off the back of my hat. That's right. The Bailey came on the tour with me last time she was out here in New York. JR, next time you're in New York, book a tour. Absolutely. Oh my goodness, it's nice out here. It's nice out here. It's not cold. It's nice. It's refreshing. It's winter. But there it is, people. Oh, there you go. See? Yeah, look into the lens. There you go. Never gets old, Rob. It never gets old. It's brisk. That's right. It's brisk, Money TV. It's brisk. It's like winter. Like winter. It's brisk. Let's take this in. One World Trade Center. At 1,776 feet tall, it is the tallest building here in New York City. The spire on the top of the One World Trade Center by itself is 407 feet tall, or 151 meters tall. Lorraine Raymond, welcome. Welcome to the show. Beautiful sight indeed. Thank you so much, Nibble. I'm glad that I was the highlight of your trip. Kirk, good evening. From Detroit, D-Town, baby, the Motor City. Good to see you there, Kirk. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Hope everyone's doing well on this chilly Wednesday. more than welcome, Nibble. Nibble, it was my pleasure. All right. Let's quickly, let's say hello to statue, because the statue is right there. Let's zoom on in using the super zoom. Bloody hell, it's cold. There it is! There it is, everyone, the Statue of Liberty. Liberty enlightening the world on this very windy bridge at the moment. We got helicopters flying over us. Oh my God, it's so New York, people. It's like a movie set. Robinson Lopes, good to see ya. Whee, it's cold out here, baby. I gotta go away, baby, it's cold outside. I gotta go away. Alright. Let's get off this bridge. It's windy, people. It's windy. We got helicopters flying over us. Oh my God. Where is he? He's right here. He's like hovering right here. I wish I was on that helicopter. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I kind of wish I was on that helicopter. All right. If you want to see a live stream from a helicopter, I am still the only live streamer here in New York City to fly in a helicopter on live stream with my legs dangling out the damn side of it. Welcome to the center span of the Brooklyn Bridge. Here's the expansion joint. This is how much the bridge moves around, people. I don't know if you can see that in the dark. There's oil on this. There you go. Look at how much this bridge moves, people. Welcome to the expansion joint of the Brooklyn Bridge. It's right here. This is how much the bridge moves over the course of a moment, or sometimes. I'm becoming a popsicle. And Bailey celebrating 11 months of membership to Dutch Moz Plus. Thank you so much, Deb, for having faith in me as a content creator. Thank you so much for 11 loyal months of membership. And for all you members out there, you guys are going to get virtual real estate. I'm still working on it, so stay tuned. Dave E answers the question. 21 bridges connect to Manhattan. There you go. Nebul, there's the link right there. Thank you so much, Nebul. Yeah, Trisha, you saw that video, Trisha? Wasn't that amazing? But there it is. There, Nebul just put the link up. If you want to see me live stream with my legs dangling out the side of a helicopter, there's the link right there in the chat. Yeah, 21 bridges. There you go. 21 bridges, and those are mostly along probably the Harlem River, right? The Harlem River. As we walk towards the Manhattan Tower of the Brooklyn Bridge, the towers of the Brooklyn Bridge, when they were completed in 1875, in the summer of 1875, these were the tallest man-made structures on the North American continent where they were completed. Held that title for nearly 40 years until modern buildings were built out in Chicago and here in New York. The Statue of Liberty was taller. Statue of Liberty, the new Colossus. But fun fact about the Manhattan Tower of the Brooklyn Bridge, the week they completed this tower of the Brooklyn Bridge, General Custer lost at the Battle of Little Bighorn. Kind of crazy. Also, the foundation of the Manhattan Tower is quite incredible because when they were doing test borings to build the foundation for this tower, they found out that they would have to sink the Manhattan caisson to the appalling depth of 109 feet below river bottom. How many men are going to die? At that point, around 30 men died. At that point, building the Brooklyn anchorage, or Brooklyn Tower of the Brooklyn Bridge, the foundation for that. So as they were digging deeper and deeper down, Washington Roebling was getting reports that the sand was getting so compact they were using gunpowder to break up the sand. So then Washington Roebling takes a huge gamble, and I quote, "I find this strata of sand perfectly suitable for our foundation for my Manhattan Tower. I'm quite confident it has not shifted in several million years." And he was correct. So to this very day, to this very moment, the Manhattan Tower, the Brooklyn Bridge, does not rest on bedrock, but on sand, roughly 19 feet short of bedrock. Luckily, it has not moved, it's not shifted. It stayed right there. Yeah, Myrna, underwater, right? In a box that's made out of like cast iron and wood, and it's highly pressurized too. So workers were going down the hole and coming up with the bends and all that stuff. So men were getting injured and killed. But yeah, gunpowder in a box, in a pressurized box at the bottom of this river. Insane. I cannot stress enough the foundations for these towers. It was the hardest like engineering job at the time. It was like incredibly dangerous. And the foundations for these towers were built by hand. You know, they were using basically at first pickaxes and shovels and a very rudimentary steam-powered drill. But then as they dug deeper and deeper down, they were using small little bits of gunpowder to loosen the debris. Got to understand also that electricity is not invented yet. When the Brooklyn Bridge opens up, May 24th, 1883, electricity is available in Lower Manhattan for about 2 weeks. But during the construction of the Brooklyn Bridge, there was no electricity. So these caissons were basically, the workers worked in darkness. You know, there were these little calcium torches that gave off rotten egg smells while the rest of the caisson lied in darkness. And it was incredible. Did the wood come from Georgia there, Leela? Wow. But yeah. This is a big deal, guys. This was like a big deal. Brooklyn Bridge, the first bridge in the world to be electrified with Thomas Edison's electric light bulb. I mean, so many firsts. Yeah, older than electricity, JR. Everything was brought here with horse wagons, and I mean, it's incredible. Good to see you, Surfboard. Welcome. Just got home. Awesome. Hopefully you did not work too hard, or if you had the day off, hope you enjoyed your day. Look at that beautiful skyline right there. It doesn't get old, everyone. New York City, Lower Manhattan right now. All right, so we make our way off the 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. We're going to go down. Pier 17 is down there, that building at the waterfront. So we're going to go to Pier 17. We're going to see the South Street Seaport Christmas tree. I'll show you the waiver tree, all lit up for Christmas. Then we'll make our way over to the Wall Street tree. We'll walk through Zuccotti Park. And then hopefully, if we don't get hassled by the man, I'll show you guys Brookfield Place, the World Financial Center, Winter Garden, and finish in the Oculus. Gilo Q, welcome. So there's a rundown of what we're going to do if you're just tuning in. If you're just tuning in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Lets me know you care. Foot traffic is not light, Surfboard. This is actually pretty crowded for the time of day and year. It's quite cold up here, so you normally wouldn't get these kind of crowds up here. So it's becoming popular, people. Can't imagine building the subway system. Dave, that was an undertaking in itself also. I think about all those streets that they had to open up and then create like temporary structures over it to keep life going on. Wooden sidewalks, all that kind of stuff. And how many explosions happened during the building of the subway? Many. Have ever streamed an imploding building with dynamite? Myrna, about a year or two before live streaming began, there was a big building implosion on Governor's Island, and I would have totally live streamed that. But no, live streaming, since live streaming's been around, there has not been a building implosion. But believe me when I say, Myrna, that if there is a building implosion here in New York City, I will be there for it. Anthony Mark was at Wall Street Tree and Brookfield Place this morning. Awesome. Dave, it's pretty unreal. Kirk, it's becoming too many, Kirk. It's becoming too many. It's becoming too many. There's too many vendors on the bridge. It's getting dangerous. It is. I will say that very confidently that it is getting dangerous. There's more and more people visiting the bridge all the time. Look at it right now. This is a lot of people for the temperature, and in the 90s, if it was this cold, there'll be nobody here. There would be nobody here if this was the 90s. That was one of my favorite memories. Some of my favorite memories is being on the Brooklyn Bridge, even in the early 2000s, being on this Brooklyn Bridge in the middle of the day, and there's nobody on here. Now it's like, this is a destination. So as a licensed New York City tour guide, if you do visit New York City and plan to walk the Brooklyn Bridge, here's my number one tip. Walk all the way across the bridge. Don't turn around halfway and then walk back to Manhattan. Use the bridge as a bridge. Walk all the way into Brooklyn, or walk all the way from Brooklyn into Manhattan. Take it in. It's like being on the rim of the Grand Canyon. No one should miss it. And the fact that it's a man-made environment makes it all the better. Kind of surmise from the words of David McCullough. Yes. And thanks social media for that, right? Yes. I blame Sarah Funk. They kept on YouTube was like shoving Sarah Funk videos in my feed today. I'm like, why is Sarah Funk all up in my feed? Anyway. That's right, Jim. That's right, Jim. It doesn't count. Good to see you, Fernando. Welcome. Welcome to the show. We're walking off the 139-year-old Brooklyn Bridge. We're almost to the end of the superstructure here. And then we will be officially on Manhattan Island. Manhattan, derived from the Native American word Mannahatta, which means land of many hills. We have the municipal building right over there. Dumbo is nice to check out. That's right, Trisha. Yeah, you go into Dumbo, Brooklyn Heights. Grab yourself some pizza from Giuliana's. I mean, it's like the afternoon writes itself, people. The afternoon writes itself. John Wild, welcome. Hit that thumbs up if you're just tuning in. We're coming off the bridge right now, and we're gonna walk around downtown and see the Christmas decorations. Yeah, JR. What happens, JR, is that people get neighborhoods and boroughs mixed up. So people just may have a blanket statement that like all of Brooklyn is bad, you know, or all of the Bronx is bad and all that, and Queens, and what people don't understand is like, you have city, borough, neighborhood, and neighborhoods vary quite a bit. So, but when people say that is walking in Bay Ridge a dangerous part of the city, it's like, well, you clearly don't know about New York then. I mean, yeah. Well, there's a lot of traffic here on the Manhattan side here. A lot of traffic here. Robert Moses would be proud. Good old Bobby Moses. Phil asks, will I check out the Christmas tree at Wall Street? Yes, I will. Phil, we're going to see all that right now, Phil. We're going to go down right now to the South Street Seaport, check out the South Street Seaport decorations, make our way up to Wall Street and check out the Wall Street Christmas tree, and then we'll make our way up to World Financial Center and the Oculus. So we will be seeing all that. So stay tuned. We will be seeing that tonight. Rosa Santana, welcome. Haven't been to New York in 8 years. Used to live on 86th Street in Brooklyn. Wow. Rosa, welcome. Where on 86th Street were you? Were you on the Bensonhurst end or the Bay Ridge end of it? Were you near Avenue U or L&B Spumoni Gardens? Absolutely, Surfboard. Absolutely. The municipal building right over here with Civic Fame perched on the top. Route 440, good to see you. Cliff Padilla, welcome. Absolutely, Cliff. Absolutely. Well said. Absolutely, Nabul. Absolutely. Urban Trek United Kingdom, welcome. Rosa Santana out there in Bay Ridge. That's where I'm from, Rosa. Good to see you. I'm up in the 90s along 5th Avenue. As we make our way down, we got my favorite skyscraper just off here. We have the Woolworth building. And then One World Trade Center right next to it. Look at that. So pretty. Right? L&Bs were so good. Rosa, I got to do another live stream from L&B. It's been a while since I've been to L&B. Oh. Eye-catching there, Urban Trek? Absolutely, it's eye-catching. Absolutely. Oh, Dindon, you can never get New York in one trip. Dindon, I lived here my entire life, and I still haven't done everything here in New York City. I still haven't done everything. It's kind of amazing, people. My two favorite skyscrapers right there. One World and Woolworth Building. Woolworth Building, the tallest building in the world in 1913, and the only skyscraper in skyscraper history to be paid for its construction in cash. $14.5 million back in those days. In today's money, that's $2.1 billion. John, you want to get a Knish? Let's go get a Knish. It'll be lovely. It'll be lovely. All right. Let's see how many damn vendors are here. There's a lot of vendors here. And this is literally, this is where people are going to die, right here. This is where people are going to die. Right here. The table's taken up like at least 4 or 5 feet here. So understand that in the widest area on the promenade here, the pathway is only about 16 feet wide. So here you got sides on both here. Wow, this is dangerous. Guys, this is really dangerous. I cannot understate this enough, how dangerous it is having this many vendors right there. And then there's more after the steps here. Have I been to the bakery on Bay Ridge? John, there's a few bakeries on Bay Ridge. But have I been to the one in the 70s? Yes. Have I been to the one in the 80s? Yes. Have I been to the couple in the 90s? Yes, I have, John. I've been to almost all the bakeries in Bay Ridge. Absolutely, Dindin. That's what makes New York so special. This is really dangerous. Wow. They got lights. How are they powering this stuff? I hear a generator. This is bad, guys. This is not the safest scenario right here. Oh man, guys. This is, I might have to send Greg Mocker an email because this is a little too much. Cliff, are you talking about Pizza Wagon? That's fantastic pizza. Pizza Wagon, 5th Avenue, 86th Street. That's fabulous pizza. I know, G-Lo Q, it's kind of crazy. It's like a mall. And then we have the infamous, I'm getting dirty looks from the vendors. The infamous porta potties here on the bridge. Somebody has decided to bring porta potties out here. Yeah, no, Lindsay, these vendors are a product of the last few years. They have to be paying off the city. I mean, it's getting dangerous. But here are the infamous porta potties. Now, ladies and gentlemen, they want you to pay $1 to use this thing. Now, the only good thing about this is what I've heard about these porta potties is that they clean them out quite often. But I think that's because so many people use them all the damn time. Here's a pro tip if you want to use the restroom and you're right here where I'm standing at the edge of the Brooklyn Bridge. Go to the Hotel Beekman on Beekman Street, just off of Park Row. It's a beautiful, beautiful bathroom, a beautiful bar. They will welcome you with open arms, and you could use their bathroom and you don't have to pay. It's absolutely free. So exactly, Phil, I know, Phil. That's what I'm talking about. What if a panic happens? You're talking about the pizza place on 77th and 5th. Oh my God, Cliff, 77th and 5th? There's good pizza up there. Absolutely, 77th and 5th, some of the best. All right, guys. Let's go over to City Hall here. Let's go over to City Hall. Let's see if anyone gets hit by a car. This is where people get hit by a car all the time. DeFars is great. Yeah, see, so they don't realize they're walking in the bike lane. So that's why they almost got hit. You gotta pay attention when you walk around New York City. But the FAR is great. East 15th Avenue J. Food vendors indeed. The food vendors over here are fine. There's plenty of space for these guys here. I like these guys over here. Not on the narrow pathway of the bridge, though. Robojacks, have a great evening. Yes, it is Arctic weather in New York City right now. It's cold, baby. Hot dog, anyone? Do you remember when there were a lot of restrooms? Yes, I do, Marty. Yes, I do, Marty. There were like a quarter. There were like a quarter bathrooms everywhere with little turnstiles. That was when I was a wee young one. Welcome to Park Row, ladies and gentlemen. Now again, Hotel Beekman is just right down the block here. So no need to use those porta potties and spend $1. Just walk down to the Hotel Beekman and it's a nice place to relieve one's self. But I don't have Mayor Adams' number. No, I do not. Eric Adams, the current mayor. And here it is, City Hall. New York City Hall, the oldest continuously operating city hall in the United States. The building was completed in 1811, opened up for business in 1812. The same year, the grid plan was introduced to the island of Manhattan. To give you an idea of how small the city was, the city extended just beyond Chambers Street, about a block behind me. So when they first finished City Hall, they finished the back of the building in brownstone because they thought the city will not grow any north past Chambers Street. Little did they know. Right, remember the wee nickel? Yes, indeed. Stand corrected, ABX girl. You stand corrected. It's all good. Welcome to Park Row, everyone. We are now going to make our way down into the South Street Seaport. I'm trying to figure out what street I want to take. Let's take the dramatic street. Let's take the dramatic street. People will probably comment now that it's going to be dark and everything, but we'll give people a show right now. We're going to go into a very dangerous area of New York City, which is Lower Manhattan. We're going to go to one of the most dangerous areas, everyone. Get ready. You guys better get ready. You guys better get ready because we're about to go to the dangerous part of New York right now. It's going to be so dangerous, guys. Oh my God. It's going to be so dangerous. Get ready. Get ready. As I wait for the light. Oh, awesome, Urban Trek. That's awesome. Yes, we do, Trisha. Absolutely. Ooh, it's dark. It's dark. Yeah, the rats are big, Cammy. The rats are the size of dogs. The rats are huge. Are we going to the hole? We gotta go, Jim. We gotta go to the hole, Jim. We gotta live stream from the hole. Are you getting scared? Get scared, kids. Get scared. We gotta go somewhere scary now. We're going to go somewhere scary. We're walking in front of Pace University now. And on any given morning, this is where I begin my bicycle tour. Andreas Ferrara asks, what time is it? It's a -5 GMT. -5 GMT. Cujo lives here. Yes, he does. There you go. 6 p.m., everyone. 6 p.m. You can just explore the whole building now. Nice. So I always love this little vista here. When I begin my bicycle tour, they get to see this view right here of Brooklyn Bridge. It's the top of the hour. This show has been brought to you by the Vitajex pill. The Vitajex are what you're doing to me pill. Park's famous flavor, delicious sausages. Summon a demon sausage baby today and grab some Park's famous flavor sausages today. An ice cold Schaefer beer for people who like having fun, for people who like having more than one. Schaefer is the one beer to have when you're having more than one. And of course, 7-Up. 7-Up will throw us away with 7-Up because 7-Up is all action. And babiesovernight.com, your new bundle of joy in a box overnight guaranteed. Babiesovernight.com bringing you this second hour, or now third hour, soon to be, of the Dutch Moz live stream. City Hall is beautiful there, Surfboard. The rats don't come out in the daytime. I know they don't care anymore, Trisha. Yeah, they don't care, Trisha. They don't care. Good grief, Charlie Brown. Ooh, it's getting dangerous. It's getting underneath the highway. We're getting underneath the highway right now. Oh my God. The Brooklyn Banks. The location of the old Brooklyn Banks. scary this is. People riding bikes on sidewalks. Oh my God. Urban Trek says he's caught all rats. Year 6. You got 6 total. Okay, awesome. Congratulations for catching some rats. And, okay. Hold on one second. Esteban, buenvenidos. Garden rats run fast. Yes, they do. Good to see everyone. Welcome to the show. Good to see everybody. Nebul, do not engage. No need to engage, Nebul. No need to engage. Got to warm up those mittens with the woolly hats? Absolutely. Ah, that's nice, Surfboard. Yeah, Schaefer beer, the perfect beer to give kitties. You could drink 15 of those and you still operate heavy machinery. So a very scary neighborhood here. Right over here is the main automobile vehicle entrance for One Police Plaza. Right over there. We're on Gold Street. So here is where you get your license. If you're a member of the TLC over here, do you drive a cab or an Uber? Well, you got to come to this building, 100 Gold Street, to grab your TLC license is right here. If you're cold, extra thick socks is always the best, I have to agree. Why are there few people here on the streets? Because this area here doesn't have too many people around. Not everywhere is like Midtown. And plus there were a lot of people up on the bridge, but not down here on Franklin Street. Not down here on Franklin. Oh, sorry, Frankfurt Street. That's right, Larry. Larry Silverstein's watching. Wow. We gotta get that tower built, Larry Silverstein once said. The leaseholder to the World Trade Center. Everything 60 feet above the memorial and above that is Larry Silverstein property. But yeah, Frankfurt Street, correct. This is like Walking Dead on Christmas. Not so much. Here, let me turn on the lights. There we go. It's not dark out here, guys. Urban Trek, that's great to know. Thanks for the information. We just gotta get those towers built. Larry Silverstein. Larry Silverstein signed a 99-year lease for the World Trade Center in August 2001. Fun fact. No, Kirk, no. Taxi and Limousine Commission. TLC. Isn't that a hell of a light, Surfboard? I got the lights. Yes, indeed. Oh, was it July 24th, not August? Why did I think it was August? I stand corrected, Larry. I stand corrected. As we approach Water Street. Water Street, the original coastline of Manhattan Island. Once we cross the street, we are on landfill that was created during the British era. And roughly where I'm walking along Frankfurt Street, this is how far north the city extended during the British era. Water Street, everybody. Water Street. And we're going to walk right along the beach. We're going to walk down Water Street, and Water Street will become or actually here becomes Pearl, and then continuing north it's Pearl. But from here down, it's Water Street. Wow, Urban Trek, wow. Pretty amazing, Trisha, right? Pretty amazing. There we go. We got our South Street Seaport Christmas tree coming up in a bit here. Then we're gonna walk down. Ooh, it's ice right there. It's black ice right there. Wait, that's a little dangerous. Can you tell that's frozen? Wow. Wow. That's crazy. Andreas asks, where does the stream come from in the streets? Again, we're on Water Street. We're gonna walk down Water Street. We were just at Frankfurt Street now. Now we're gonna walk towards Fulton Street along Water Street here in Lower Manhattan, New York City. Wow, Urban Trek, wow. This is gonna be the live stream where I repeat myself 3 times. Oh no, it's frozen. Cammy, it's frozen. I felt that on my boots. I slipped just a little bit. I slipped just a little bit. What bloody hell, somebody's smoking a spliff right here. Somebody's smoking Christmas green, I smell. Oh, did we go through a dead spot here? Well, look at that, we went through a dead spot. Wow. Andreas heard it's an old heating system. Andreas, what are we talking about? Are you asking me about streets? Or are you telling me about the steam system? Do you want to hear about the steam system? I could tell you about the steam system if that's what you want to talk about, Andreas. You asked me what street I was on. I think. Let me read the comments here really quick so I understand where Andreas is coming from. Andreas, in how I received the comments here, Andreas' previous comment was, where does the steam from the street come from? Okay, there we go. Where does the steam from the street come from? 14th Street. 14th Street. 14th Street is the main steam generation plant here. Everything south of 110th Street is connected to this steam system. And the buildings here in New York City using the HVAC system utilize the steam to either heat or cool them. Some buildings are fully powered off the steam, like the Empire State Building. Urban Trek with more randomness, okay. Didn't know we were talking about that, Urban Trek, but okay. Surfboard, the devil's lettuce is definitely in full effect on this live stream at this point. But let's enjoy the tree. Let's enjoy the tree. But yes, it was about the steam. And I hope I answered that question about the steam. 14th Street, the steam is generated from. Then also there's the Ravenswood Power Generation Station in Astoria, Queens. There you go. There is all the information about the steam system, right? Did I get everything? Let's recap. The steam is generated from 2 plants. One, the main plant on 14th Street and the East River, and the second plant is in Astoria, Queens, along the East River. That's called the Ravenswood Power Generation Station. Those 2 plants create the steam that flows into the pipes here on Manhattan Island. Everything south of 110th Street, taller than 6 stories for the most part, is connected to this steam system. Most modern buildings convert the steam to either heat or cool the buildings utilizing the HVAC system, but some buildings are fully powered off of the steam, like the Empire State Building. M3 TV is waving. Welcome. Yes, 2 plus 4. Yes, indeed. That's math, people. That's math. And before anyone asks, no, I do not know how many lights are on the South Street Seaport Christmas tree. I do not know. I do not know. As a licensed New York City tour guide, I do not know everything. Ange is in the house. Everyone follow Yo Ange. Check out Yo Ange and her wacky adventures with Joe on the streets of New York and beyond. Give Yo Ange a follow. Good to see you, Ange. Welcome. Hope you're doing well. Good to see you, Stephanie. Welcome. Urban Trek's memorable Christmas was getting your first video game console, big tree, and loads of presents, thinking that Santa was real. Okay. Yes, indeed, JR. It's so bright indeed. Don't the tunnels on the Empire State Building cool it also? Yes, they cool and heat the building there, Surfboard. The Empire State Building is fully powered off of steam. Lots of lights indeed. Less than a holiday cruiser. Yes, indeed, John. Yes, indeed. Beautiful Christmas tree indeed. There it is, everyone. The South Street Seaport Christmas tree. Yes, Crazy Coney Island kid's going to be driving around New York City with 10,000 LEDs on his truck. It's going to be fun. This is the fun part about answering all the comments. We give Yoann a follow. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. There, tops Bill Coolness. Yes, indeed. I mean, look how pretty that is. By the way, this is the Titanic Memorial, right here. This lighthouse. This whole area. This is one of my favorite areas of the city. This is one of my favorite areas of the city, and it's a great Christmas tree to take a picture of. It's just a great tree, and look, there's literally nobody here right now. Let's go wide angle here. It's gonna get dark, people. It's gonna get dark. Darkness brought to you by nighttime. I can't sing like Frank Sinatra. Stay tuned and you might hear me sing. Yep, there are no people here. It's all quiet. Everyone's hunkering down. I'm going to be coming here later. I get to go to the whatchamacallit, to the Golden Girls restaurant here. I wouldn't say that necessarily, Larry. I wouldn't say that. Sometimes there's events here in Lower Manhattan, but then again, people are, when they get in groups, it's very concentrated. So it's unlike Midtown where it's crowded everywhere. But you never know. Sometimes it gets crowded. But in the cold winter, not too many people. Pretty nice. So the Golden Girls eatery is right over here. Nice reflection indeed, Bo Hicka. So this is where I'm going to be having my dinner tonight. Chris Green Street, welcome. More people from the United Kingdom. Thank you so much for staying up late. It's like midnight over there now. Or like 11 o'clock. It's late. So I have my dinner reservation for later on this evening. Looking forward to this. This is going to be so cool. The Golden Girls Kitchen. Is Delmonico still open? Yes, it is. Oh, I'm so excited. Can I see the Anchor Bar? We have a seat at the Anchor Bar. Oh yeah, there's the Anchor Bar right there. Yay! Of course the missus will be joining me tonight. You think I'm gonna go to a Golden Girls restaurant and not bring my wife? Are you kidding me? My wife is the one who made the reservations last night. Yeah, how do you base a restaurant on a sitcom? It's more of a feeling, John Laura. It's more of like an 80s feeling. But this is gonna be fun. Yeah, we got seats at the Anchor Bar. Looking very much forward to this tonight. So it's Trisha, you basically select the menu when you get your reservation. You have 90 minutes to experience the restaurant. And then there's like photo areas. And yes, there will be cheesecake. I'm getting chocolate cheesecake. My wife is getting strawberry cheesecake. And then we're both getting the lasagna, Rose's lasagna. But yes, cheesecake will be served. Hello there, Bobby. Welcome. All right. Let me show you guys the waiver tree. Waiver tree is really pretty tonight. Cheesecake, Ange. Cheesecake. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to make like a short video for you guys. I'm going to try to make a short video of my experience at the Golden Girls kitchen. And we will have fun, Michelle. We will definitely have fun. You're more than welcome. Trisha, you're more than welcome. Yeah, they have, they're going to be open until February, like through February. And there's a lot of reservations in January and February, so it's going to be pretty cool. Golden Girls. Ah, here's my little, I should get cookies now, but maybe not. Good to see you there, Girls Cove. Welcome. Ironically, when you hear the Golden Girls theme, oh, I'm so sorry, Cliff. Got the whole deli in the Jeep, including the cheesecake. Yes, indeed. Ordered cheesecake, 2 cheesecakes from Junior's for Thanksgiving. Awesome. Hope you enjoyed that. Good to see you, sunshine after the rain. Welcome. Yeah, it's temporary, JR. It's temporary until the end or through February. Oh, this looks like a cool display here. So they took, last year, the ice skating rink was on the roof of Pier 17. This year, it's at the foot of Pier 17 here on the ground. Check this out, guys. Look, I did not know about this light display here. This is really cool. Wow, we just might have one of the hidden spots here if you want to go ice skating here in New York City. Bobby, I did not watch Violent Night. No, I did not. It is pretty. Myrna, I can't wait to get up close to it. It looks really cool. And no doubt it's a little chill over here. Let's see this here. Oh wow, this is cool. Wow. So this is where you go ice skating. Nice. Wow. Look at a really cool display here. And look how few people are ice skating here. Wow, if you want a cool ice skating rink to hit up, come down here to the South Street Seaport. And there goes the copyright on the video. Pretty amazing light show, I agree. That's pretty neat. And I was here to show you guys this. This is one of my favorite displays in the whole city. They've been doing this for I don't know how many years. But I love how they make a tree there out of the mass of the waiver tree. No, Myrna, my wife does not skate. Barnabas, absolutely. Good to see you, Barnabas. Yes, excellent restrooms upstairs in the big red building. Yes, indeed, Barnabas. Good to see you. It's all good, Nabel. It happens. I take my copyright like a man. I can't be muting life. I'm sorry. I can't do it. And I'm not gonna lie. I kind of like that song. Let's see. Let's see these displays down here. They really did a great job updating the South Street Seaport. I have to say, it's one of my favorite places now. I mean, I already liked the South Street Seaport, but now the way it is, the way it's like really like a community hub where like a lot of people walk their dogs here. I mean, it's just such like a community place. It's so cool. There's the lighthouse ship Ambrose from 1908. And just behind it, that red building, that very festive colored building, that's Pier 17. Let's get some skyline views of Brooklyn, because earlier in the live stream, we were across the river. Oh, look at this, the schooner. The schooner over here is lit. Oh, look, we got a happy dog over here. Yes. Wow, these are cool Lower Manhattan dogs here. Oh, and then there's this bar-like experience across the way called like Winter Wonderland. This is a really dumb thing over, basically a way just to get drunk with Santa across the way over there on Pier 15. But look at this schooner here. The Pioneer from 1885. Yeah, Ramona rode this boat. Ramona got to ride this schooner from 1885. Wow, the Pioneer looks great. And, you know, the lights on Pier 15 look cool, but the actual experience, guys, not that great. And then look at this, guys. Oh, yes. That's right. Look at this. They do sunset cruises, I believe, Myrna, yeah. Look at that. They got the Brooklyn Bridge lit up, no doubt, for the shoot. We can actually see where that shoot for Law and Order is taking place. It's right over there. The former Watchtower building now has the sign "Welcome" on it. Look how cool! Look at that, guys! Wow, that's so cool. I love New York. Look at that. And I don't know if you look closely, you can see that everything's lit up down there on Fulton Street at Fulton Ferry Landing. We crossed that street right down there. So pretty much in the center of the shot. Yes, they do, Cliff. Yes, they do. Isn't that cool? Turkey, marhaba. But they got some lights set up for the Law and Order shoot over there. The best city, everyone. The best city in the world. New York. Brooklyn is lit, literally. Look at the traffic coming over the bridge. The Brooklyn, Manhattan, and Williamsburg bridges. Let's frame up that shot here. Just a little bit here. There we go. There's a nice frame shot for the bridges right there. Doesn't get more New York than that. Always amazing steel hard. Vaja from Finland, welcome. Santa Claus knows I've been nice. Awesome. And to think, at the beginning of the live stream, if you're just tuning in right now, we're going to follow the ferry, and we were on the other side of the river at the beginning of the live stream. We were walking on the Brooklyn Promenade, which is now in the shot. We were walking over there earlier in the stream, and now we're on the other side. How cool is that? Brooklyn Bridge Park, Brooklyn Heights, as we make our way down. The camera's now panning all the way down. We're at about Atlantic Avenue now. As we continue on going south along the East River, we got a Circle Line Cruises boat, and then we have some ship cranes down there coming into view. That is Red Hook, everyone. Looking out towards Red Hook and the bridge off in the distance. So tiny on the horizon. That's the longest suspension bridge in all of New York City. That's the Verizon Narrows Bridge, the starting line to the New York City Marathon. Good to see you, Rolo. Welcome. Cynthia, is it cold out? Yes, it is, Cynthia, but, you know, I could deal with it. It's all good. I could deal with it. And Vaja Hervon with a €2 super chat. Vaja, thank you so much for Vajna. Thank you so much for the big €2 super chat. Thank you so much for joining today's €2 club. Much appreciated. The giraffes of Red Hook down the way. Yes, indeed. You're hearing classic dum dum. Yes, indeed, loco. Yes, indeed. So then we got this beautiful ship right down here, the Wavertree. The Wavertree is a cargo ship built in 1885. It's part of the South Street Seaport Museum, and you could film it for absolutely free. You could film it. You could visit it for absolutely free. You could tour it for absolutely free. It's part of the South Street Seaport Museum. The historians here at the South Street Seaport Museum have guesstimated that that ship has probably circumnavigated the entire Earth at least 3 times. I'll see you later, Activity 79. Thank you so much for the big super chat earlier in the show. Much appreciated. Have a good night. We're now going to continue on. We're going to go down the waterfront, and we're going to go down to Wall Street. Face Live. Face Live? Thank you so much for the big €2 super chat. Appreciate it. Let's make our way down to Wall Street tree here. And whoa, and Pineapple Water with a $20 super chat. Pineapple Water, thank you so much for the big $20 super chat. Very generous of you. Thank you so much for joining today's $5 club 4 times today. Much appreciated there. Much appreciated there, Pineapple Water. Appreciate that. Thank you so much for the big $20 super chat. Very kind of you. And that will go to the tip. That will definitely go to the tip. You call the gantries the girls. No, it's not odd, Cynthia. It's kind of cool. Oh, we got the meeting of the minds here. See how awesome downtown is? This is why I live in downtown. People have dogs. I guess here in Lower Manhattan, instead of going people watching, you can go dog watching. And all the little Cujos are out, Nibble. All the little Cujos are out. Here underneath the Wavertree. I am the dog whisperer. All the dogs love me. All the dogs love me and my wife. Jim Wolf, good to see you, man. Let's see this ice skating rink again. Then we're going to make our way over to the stock exchange. Gotta love dogs, absolutely. Argentina, welcome. That's a lot of flags there, all right. A dog run, yes indeed. Wow, live indeed, Eric, good to see you. I do need a dog for my live streams, Leela, yes. Yes, Donna Lynn, yes, dogs are the scary part. Dogs are the scary part. Now look, if you want to know, did it snow in New York? I have snow for you guys. Look, we got snow, everybody. Look, we got snow. We got snow. Oh my goodness. We got snow, people. We got snow. Now I know where to find snow anytime I want. Here on Pier 17. They play good music at this ice skating rink. Nobody ever plays this song. Yeah, isolated snow shower here on Pier 17. Wow, this... Wow, that's really going with the music. Wow, that's cool. Yeah, Billy Joel. They don't... No, they don't play this at kid-friendly places. That's cool. New York, baby. All right, let's continue on and make our way down to Wall Street. Ah, Ramona with 10,000 internet points there. That was Billy Joel. All she wants to do is dance. Here on Rebel Radio. Haven't heard that song in a hot minute, come to think of it. Anyway. Nice burrito place over here, El Luchadors. Highly recommend them. Let's make our way back up to Water Street here. And walk along water for a little bit. Ramona. Perfectly timed, Ramona. Perfectly timed. Timed just right. Yes. Timed just right. So we're going to walk along John Street here. Make our way along John over to Water. And then we'll continue south along Water. Water Street, that is. And then we'll make our way over to the New York Stock Exchange to check out the Christmas tree over there. Yeah, this is where the spare snow has been hiding. So whenever we need snow, now you know. Pier 17, baby. Pier 17. Billy Joel does have some great songs, yeah. His historic 91st performance is coming up at Madison Square Garden. Yes, the shadows are keeping the surplus snow safe. Yes, it is. Now you can say you saw it here first. Cynthia's watching for rats. You won't find too many rats around here this time of day. Not around here. You wouldn't find them down here in Lower Manhattan. Let's get one last view of the Christmas tree here. It looks so pretty. Might as well do a little loop here. Get one last view here of the tree. I'll see you later, Lindsay. Awesome, Lindsay. Thank you so much for hanging on out. Yeah, I know. Part of Terrence Trent, DeBarbie before. Yeah. Martin, good music. Yes, I think he does surfboard, yeah. Only a Winter's Day, Neil Diamond, yeah, music. That's a song. Yes, indeed. All right. Making you feel better now, Arjan? Awesome. One last shot of the tree. One last shot of this beautiful tree before we make our way over to the Wall Street tree. Yay. Good to see you, Deming. Welcome. Yeah, downtown the city is always quiet this time of day. Fly Roni, welcome. Season's greetings. We're now gonna go from one tree to another. Oh, somebody's having a damn good Golden Girls day. All right, I cannot wait to go to the Golden Girls restaurant tonight. I am so excited. Those ladies are having fun. No, we're not at Battery Park. We're at the South Street Seaport right now. We're going to go from the South Street Seaport right now. We're along Fulton Street. We're going to make our way down to the Stock Exchange right now. So let's do it. Well, this is not Battery Park. Kind of far from Battery Park right now. Cliff, I'm always downtown. Give me downtown over Midtown all day long. It's just better down here. So now we're walking along Water Street now. Water Street, the original coastline of Manhattan Island. Everything to my left is built on a landfill created during the British era. So that's between 1664. That's between 1664 and 1776. Yeah, Wall Street area. We're making our way over to the Stock Exchange Christmas tree. There's across the way there, a very interesting clock. When I think of Lower Manhattan, I think of that clock because I remember the first time seeing that when I was a kid. I still look at it with wonder. The tree looks like a Marge Simpson haircut. It could. Similar shape. Yeah, but give me downtown any day over Midtown. I just like it down here. Just like it down here more. Get more room. It's nice and quiet, especially during weekdays. Or weeknights, really. Weeknights, it tends to get a little quiet down here. Coming up on this corner here, that's Water Street and Fetcher Street. In the movie Wall Street, the original movie of Wall Street, this is where Bud Fox realized he was played like a violin, and he stands on this corner and cries. Anthony asks, did I grow up around here? I'm born and raised in Brooklyn, but I have worked down here since the 90s, pretty much. You get the air from the harbor and skies. Yes, indeed. You believe that Rockefeller Center's star is the most expensive star in the world? Yes, it is. I believe it is too. The star on the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree, if you don't know, is comprised of 88 points, 3 million Swarovski crystals weighing nearly 1,000 pounds is the star at Rockefeller Center. The star at Rockefeller Center was designed by Daniel Libeskind. Daniel Libeskind, the master architect and planner of the New World Trade Center. How's that for you? Was that informative enough? Was that tour guidey enough? And stay tuned, we're going to see the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree in the near future, so stay tuned. We'll be back up in Midtown fighting the crowds, or maybe driving around in the holiday truckster adorned in over 10,000 LED lights. Who knows? Stay tuned. As long as you subscribe and have the notification bell turned on, you'll find out and get to watch. I heard about that, Flyroni. I think that's just a dumb article. Yes, New York City does embody Christmas. Good to see you, JP. Welcome. Yes, they are, Urban Trek. Yes, they are. Like that, John Lahr? I'm a professional. What'd he say? I don't know. I don't know. It is 6:41. It's 37 degrees Fahrenheit. At least going by this bus stop here. John Law, I'm trying my best, John. Trying my best. That red bus that just came into the view, that's the downtown shuttle. The downtown shuttle is a free shuttle bus that takes you from the east side to the west side, to the west side to the east side here in Lower Manhattan. Goes around in a loop. It's a great way to save your feet from walking. And it travels once every like 10, 15 minutes. The downtown shuttle, look it up. Great way to save your feet when you're sightseeing here in Lower Manhattan. Not a lot of people know it exists. There you go, Cliff. $1.5 million for the Rockefeller Center Christmas tree. Ooh, it's right on me. It's right on me. Damn, yo. Damn, yo. See what happens when people write random questions? I almost get hit by a car. Yeah, random questions do ruin the vibe of the live stream. Yes, they do, John. It kind of disrupts from the kind of like thought pattern. You know, what I strive for here in the live stream is that the conversation relates to what we are looking at. And yeah, sometimes people just want to go off on tangents because I answer all the comments. I get it. Not everyone does this. But that's what I hope for. I hope for the shared experience and moment, to be in the moment. Yeah, the flow. Yeah, the flow. Yeah, it ruins the flow. Yeah, totally. But understand, John, who else would read their comment? Think about that. This taco truck smells good. I cannot eat anything. I'm going to the Golden Girls restaurant. I'm not allowed to eat anything. I'll see you later, Nebul. Have a great night. Sleep well. There you go, John. John, it's kind of like a weird thing where I have to, you know, when I see the comment, I have to just read it. Just the thing. Don't do what? Some people may be a little bit further back in the comments. I don't know what "don't do it" refers to. As we approach. Oh, eat tacos. Yes. Not going to eat tacos, Surfboard. Not going to eat tacos. No. I'm going to the Golden Girls. I'm going to the Golden Girls restaurant. I'm going to have pasta and cheesecake. Thank you so much for clarifying, Surfboard. I appreciate that. All right. We are here at this ridiculous intersection, and now we get to finally walk out into the closed street. We have been walking along Wall Street for the last few minutes, and we're approaching Broad Street. Yeah, lasagna tonight. Lasagna a la Rose, I think it is. Lasagna a la Rose. Good to see you, Austin. Welcome. All right. Trinity Church, down the way, 40 Wall Street, right over here, also known as the Bank of Manhattan building. All right. My first time seeing this tree at night. This is going to be fun. Got the grand reveal here. To my right-hand side, Federal Hall. Federal Hall, where George Washington became our first president of the United States. And I did Monet's Garden, by the way, with my wife. It was a lot of fun. But here it is, the New York Stock Exchange, coming into view. And let's see it. Here it comes. Let's get 1x. Wait. Let's go 1x so it's bright for everybody. Let's go 1x so it's bright for all you guys. There we go. There we go. Gotta make sure it looks good for you guys. Gotta make sure it looks good. Because there it is. There is the New York Stock Exchange Christmas tree. Right there. Now I like this tree for a whole host of reasons. One, it's really easy to take photos near it. And two, I don't know if you notice, it twinkles. The star is pretty impressive on it, I have to say. And the star is rather impressive on it. I don't know how the exact parameters of it, how tall it is, how many lights on it. I have no idea. Anthony, it's my favorite tree too. It's my favorite tree too. Just had two gentlemen stare at me. We may have to mess with the tourists. Don't be like these people. Let's see if they turn around and look at me. These two gentlemen here. Not the ladies, the two gentlemen. Gave me an interesting look just now. Ugh. I don't like rude tourists, ladies and gentlemen. I think the Christmas Cruiser does have this beat. This does give Rockefeller Center Christmas tree a run for its money. Yes, it does. Yes, it does, people. Yes, it does. Let's walk underneath it. They're not jealous. They were looking at me very suspiciously. Loco, I think this tree is better than, well, it's kind of, they're different. They're different. If you don't want to be in a crowd, this is the tree for you. Let's walk. Let's walk underneath it. Let's do it, people. Let's walk underneath it. Yeah, I'm talking to a stick. Yeah, and it's like, what's he doing talking to that mirror? My magic mirror. Look at it, people. Oh, man. Look at it. That'll be, Deborah, if I see a few dollar bills hanging from it, I'm grabbing them. It's more colorful than it could be a little bit more colorful than Rockefeller, yeah. It just looks fantastic. Let's see, Fearless Girl getting any love? Let's see, how do our friend, Fearless Girl, she's hanging out here next to the tree. How we doing? Always got to say hi to Fearless Girl. Let's get a shot of her with Fearless Girl really quick before we get out of here. All right, stunning, right? It's really cool. Doesn't get more New York than that. Got the delivery guys and people taking pictures and New York is so great. All right, let's walk underneath. This is why I like the Wall Street tree. You could get directly underneath it. No, she doesn't need a jacket. She's warm. Her fearlessness keeps her warm. This is why I like the Wall Street tree. You could get right underneath it. You could actually enjoy the damn thing. I love the cobblestones on this street too, Fly Ronnie. They're great. They got the Kwanzaa candles and the menorah underneath. Taylor Cook, welcome. You lived in New York City for 30 years, never saw this tree. Oh my God, Taylor, well, if you still live in New York, or you don't live in New York, you always come and visit. Picture perfect indeed. Yeah, let's get a closing shot of this. And we're gonna walk underneath it again because we gotta go to the World Trade Center and the Oculus for our final destination today. What is so beautiful? The tree is beautiful. The tree is beautiful, the cobblestone streets, the whole vibe down here in Lower Manhattan, it's all beautiful. Yeah, I love that they added those too. I'll see you later, surfboard. Have a good one. All right, our final destination. It's time to go up to the World Trade Center. It is time to visit the Oculus. Let's walk underneath this tree one more time because it's just so much fun. Absolutely sunshine after the rain. Absolutely. Let's walk right underneath it. One of my favorite things to do is to live stream this very walk underneath this tree. Are you loving it, JC? Are you loving it? I'm glad you're loving it. Weird. Trying to keep that star in the shot. It's so high up. There it is. Is my wife with me? Not right now, Austin. Not right now. My wife is not with me right now. Barbara Williams, good to see you. Beautiful tree indeed. If you enjoy the view of the tree, make sure you hit that thumbs up. It's a great view underneath, yeah. It is a great view underneath this tree. There it is, the Wall Street tree, everybody. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's head on up to Broadway now. Let's head on up to Broadway. Now, we have a newly restored stained glass here on Trinity Church. And look at how pretty that looks from all the way down the block here. Good to see you, Joey. Welcome. Look at that. Isn't that impressive? Wow, that's all the way down the block, and we could see that these stained glass windows here. Let's get up close to it. Let's get up close to it. And let's see this amazing restored or cleaned up stained glass here. Where did the bull go? The bull was never down here, Audrey. The bull was removed from here when it was initially placed here back in 1989. The bull is on Bowling Green to the south here on Broadway. Oh, you couldn't hear her shoes walking, yeah. Boss, doesn't it look fantastic? It's a beautiful view. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Joey. Please feel better. Look at how cool. That stained glass is so beautiful. Yes, Fearless Girl was moved from the bull. Fearless Girl was in front of the bull for like, what, 2 years? We made it to Broadway.
Where is downtown? I mean uptown. No, I'm going uptown because I'm going to 14th Street. Oh, I'll go with you.
Wait, I got
Where are you guys going? I'm waiting for my ride. Oh, okay. Hold up, let me figure this out. How are you getting home?
This stained glass is absolutely gorgeous. Had no idea. Ryan Wulan, I do not speak that language, so I don't know what you're saying. Isn't that cool? Trinity Church, everybody. We're going to do our best to stay away from the screaming guy who's making his way up Broadway. Fortunately, he's going the same direction that we're going. So maybe we'll catch up to the crazy screaming guy. Who knows? He is really screaming about a lot of crazy stuff. Very nice. There you go, Ryan. Yes, indeed. Wow. Thank you, Dad, for sharing this with us. Okay. Well, welcome for sharing this with you. No need to call me Daddy. Screaming guys are always fun. Yeah, that easier. Yeah. Maybe when watching a live stream, it's fun to have a crazy screaming guy, but not when you're actually filming a live stream. It's okay, Michelle. Just want to make sure you're in the correct chat. You like New York City, right? I like New York City too. I'm contractually obligated to love New York City. When I sign my tour guide oath, I am contractually obligated. As we come up to the Equitable Building, the largest commercial building in the world in 1915, and because of this building having no setbacks, Cedar Street and Pine Street only get sunlight for about a half hour a day. So because of this building, New York City creates the modern day setback rule. It's the reason, because of this building, the Empire State Building, the Chrysler Building, and many other buildings look the way it does here in New York. I did say your name, Ryan. It's not New York City without people screaming. No, absolutely not. It is not. Ooh, it's a little cold over this corridor here. I have to be always in a New York state of mind, Audrey. I'm a lifelong New Yorker. Here comes Cedar Street. And as we make our way along Broadway, we're going to leave Broadway and we're going to walk through Zuccotti Park. Zuccotti Park, a POPS, privately operated public space. Home of Occupy Wall Street a few years back. Now look at it, people. It is a winter wonderland full of lights. Let's walk through this. Right here where I'm walking underneath this red steel sculpture, this is where the old Chock-full-of-Nuts store used to be back in the day on the corner of Broadway and Cedar Street. On that corner was the last holdout on this block. It was the last holdout. So they built the park around his coffee shop until his lease finally gave out. But here we are, Zuccotti Park, everyone. Across the street would have been the old Singer building. Today it is One Liberty Plaza. A very ugly, boring building. Always wanted to go inside the Woolworth. Cynthia, check out Open House New York. And sometimes once or twice a year, they open the lobby in the Woolworth building. It's an unforgettable sight. And I think now they have proper tours. But yeah, Chock-full-of-Nuts to heavenly coffee. I am warm enough, Barbara. I am warm enough. Munzir, I'm doing fine. Good to see you. Yes, indeed, Cliff. Yes. Yes, indeed. The canyon effect, it's called. Brings the wind from higher up right down to the street and increases in speed like a wind tunnel. But how pretty. How pretty. Open House New York. it's like a weekend, but sometimes they have programs where they have like places that are normally not open to the public, open to the public. It's pretty cool. And for the most part, it's free too. So, is that beautiful? New York, yay! Yay, New York! Yay! All right, let's do it. Let's go down this one block here. It's time to enter the Oculus. Let's see if they get weird about me and the gimbal. Hopefully not. But there's some really cool Christmas displays in there I'd like to show you guys. It's a little forest of Christmas trees. Yeah. Again, this is like a great photo. If you want a really cool Christmas photo, I mean, this is a great spot to do it. And now they have, for the first time, they have little shops over here. So they got like a little mini village over here, which is neat. I don't know what's in these shops, so might have to go exploring around here one of these days. As ooh, it's cold over here. This is where I hop off my express bus usually in the morning to go to work. It's right here. Yeah, we're gonna go to the Oculus right now. We're going to the Oculus right now. Good to see you, Jim. Thank you so much for tuning on in. We're gonna go to the Oculus right now, guys, and this is where we're gonna end the live stream, is inside the warmth of the Oculus. Great to see you, Neil and Flatbush. Welcome. Making my way north along Church Street now. Coming up on Cortlandt Street is going to be the old Century 21. And Century 21 might reopen in spring. I don't know how much you can hear me now because it's so windy over here. It's windy. It's cold and windy. Austin, the light bill's not that much. It's LED lights, so LED lights are not that expensive to operate. Yeah, they're making wind. Sorry about that, guys. The wind is whining. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. I don't have my microphones today because they still don't want to work. I might have broke my microphone setup, so it's either that or Prism Live doesn't like it. So sorry about that, guys. Not much I could do about the wind. Not much I could do, guys, so. As we come up onto the Oculus, Santiago Calatrava designed it. That should help. I wonder if that helps. Doing the old trick of putting the microphone down the shirt. I wonder if that worked. Ooh, it's windy right here. Hear me loud and clear, no wind noise. Did I figure it out? Did I do the old school trick of putting the microphone down the shirt? The old putting the microphone down the shirt deal. How funny is that? All right. Our final location, everybody. The Oculus here at the World Trade Center. Oh, they got rid of the social distancing stickers. They usually have stickers here telling you which doors are in and which doors are out. Mike is back. Thanks for coming back, Mike. Let's see these Christmas displays here inside of the Oculus. Hey. Oh, it's pretty in here. Ooh, it's pretty. Yay. Yay! Oh, one of the escalators is out. Here it is. Here's the Oculus. The spine of this building is aligned with the sun. On September 11th, every September 11th, between 8:30 in the morning and 10:30 in the morning, the wedge of light is created. And what happens is that these skylights here open up, allowing for the sun to come into the structure. And then between 8:30 and 10:30 in the morning, only on September 11th, a beam of light will sweep across the floor here of the Oculus. It's a pretty amazing sight when it does happen. Don't you love the blue glow? Yes. Audrey says, this is a shopping mall. Yes, it is. And there was a shopping mall here before, too. But this is a shopping mall. Loads of discolored LEDs? No, they just change color. Let's see these Christmas displays down here. They're fixing all the LEDs, all the escalators over here. Okay, we can go down over here. And coming up, I'm going to show you how to take the perfectly symmetrical photo if you ever visit the Oculus here. Wow, look at that little holiday display over there. It's pretty cool. Oh, hey. Okay. Let's look at this display over here. Having a studio audience on a escalator is pretty funny. But look at that display. Wow, they got little shops down there. Oh, nice. You could take some photos. That's cool. Let's check this out. Girls Cove, I don't know. Last time I was in here, somebody called the security on me. So I don't know. We're going to find out. And just a heads up, I have consulted with the Alliance for Downtown and Brookfield Place, and they said that what I do is permissible. So I am allowed to do this, but security guards may or may not be enlightened to the rules. So let's find out. Let's find out. I wish these weren't here, but that circle right there, if you stand on that middle circle, everything lines up, as you see. Everything lines up. So if you ever want that symmetrical picture, when this display is not here, obviously. The Today Show Hot List. What are these, like gifts that are being promoted by the Today Show? Okay. That's kind of cool. Yeah, Stephanie, it's kind of funny. Oh, look how nice. Wow. That's pretty nice. Pretty cool display. This is nice. Walk through these, take some pictures. Isn't that nice? And just like that, everybody, we have explored over the bridge, started in Brooklyn, now we're downtown. Let's end with the unofficial mascot of the Oculus here during Christmas time, and that is the metallic snowman. He's been here ever since the Oculus opened. Let's get our closing shot here. You're more than welcome, Deb. Deb, thank you so much for staying up late with me. Thank you so much, everyone, for staying up late with me. I really appreciate it. But there it is, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging on out with me. If you're new to the broadcast, make sure to hit the subscription button. hit the notification bell because I never know when I'm going to go live next. And subscribe for more adventures here in New York. But from the Oculus here at the World Trade Center, Lower Manhattan, this is Dutch Moss signing off. Have a fantastic New York day, whether you live here or not. I want you to hug your loved ones, cherish your moments. And good evening and good night, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are. I'll see you guys later, folks. Ta-ta. Bye-bye. Bye, guys. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.